an magnetic chessboard. Where did I lose it? I think I gifted it to my niece. Sure. I should be holding some chess pieces in my hand, like the queen.
We are live. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Captain's Call tournament. This is a tournament that we are organizing as part of Chess Nexus's 3-year anniversary. We have a very fun exhibition match here prepared. We have our two captains on call with us. It's going to be Ocean 6 versus the 7 good folks. The Ocean 6, of course, which is led by Captain Sagar Tanna. And we also have 7 good folks, which is led by our captain Swaraj Pai. Both of these are very well-known, very recognized members of the Chess Nexus community. And I will be your host, Clive Lobo. Yes, another regular Chess Nexus member. Very excited to be here with you to have a quick, enjoyment. We're going to have a lot of matches. So we're going to have 6 games, and we'll go over the format very quickly. As the stream members will be able to see on screen very soon, the lineup is as follows. As you can see here, we have Ocean 6 on the left side. The members in the Google Meet are super confused right now because they can't see it, but it is briefly, it's a bit visible on the stream. We have Ocean 6 versus 7 good folks. And on Sagar's team, we have here Harshad Tambe, Krishna, Ojasi, Raj, Omkar, Avinash. And on the 7 good folks' team, we have Akshay Lokande, Sarjil, Omkar, Rudra, Priyansh, and Jay. The format will be as follows. Both the players from the teams are going to have it one match at a time. So very classic, like, back in the old days, like sub-battle style. So one at a time, the pairings are going to happen. We're going to watch the match as it goes on. The time control is 5+1. Both the players will be playing 2 matches. So they'll both get one with white and one with black. And at the end of it, if one of the players has the upper edge, either by 1.5 or 2-0, they win that pairing for their team, right? And if they have 1 win, 1 loss, then that pairing for the team is a tie. So at the end of all 6 matches between the 6 players of both teams, if we have a tie, then we have our wonderful captains here who are going to take the big tie-break match, and we will see who clinches it. So let's go to our captains here. Actually, we have Sagar Tanna, who is the captain of the Ocean 6 team. Sagar, tell me a little bit about your team members, any prep you've done up till now, and why the name Ocean 6?
Well, Ocean is the English version of Sagar, so we just put out a poll on the group itself. What should be the team name be? Actually, on a second thought, I wanted to keep it Ocean 7 after reading 7 good folks, and because 7 would also rhyme with Ocean's 11 in a way. So, but Ocean 6 is still a very good name. It was a poll by the team. We had a very quick decision on that, and one of the admins was was a part of the group, Tanish, and he also liked it kind of. So we didn't give it much thought. We were more focused on the strategies of chess rather than the namings.
Speaking of strategies, tell us a little bit about the kind of preparation you and your team have been putting in for this match.
Well, I learned chess only one way, by just playing. I still don't know much of theory. And so I thought the best way to learn chess is by playing it already. And so what I try to do is we try to have a couple of tournaments. Like we hosted one last night internally. And today in the afternoon, we hosted one for the entire Chess Nexus. Just for the players to get a feel of the heat and how it's going to be. And also some of my top players in the team, I asked them to just send out some tips or some good opening positions, whatever tips they can share with the other players who are lower rated as compared to them, just to inspire them. And other than that, we've been just doing the basics that I always do. Keep joking around, keep bantering around, keep the spirits high.
Of course. And before we move over to Swaraj, very quickly, could you just tell us a little bit about who all are the members in your team? Very quickly, what their roles are, as you can
So
see as well.
we have six players. We are going to start with Harshad most likely. He's the most, I would say, the most learning in our team. Then we have Krishna. We have our super queen Ojasi, and she really fought her way back into the team after a lot of fight and banter, and which is what we appreciate. We have Raj, who is also a great player. I have played a couple of games with him in the past. He's a tough opponent. Omkar and Avinash are my favorite bros. I've played a lot of games with them. I've lost a lot of games with them. So I'm happy to have them on the front line to support the team so that I don't have to play them
Right,
today.
right, of course. So for those who may not have been following some of the things leading up to this event, Sagar's team has been in general very vocal, very open about the things that they've been doing. We've had a lot of banter on the group. But whereas when we switch over very quickly, we go over to Swaraj's side, we have seen a little bit of silence from them. They've been a little bit, quiet, a little bit sneaky, not openly sharing what they're doing, whereas Sagar's taking the more, brazen sort of cocky, you could say, almost approach. Yeah. Swaraj, tell us a little bit, about your team, the Seven Good Folks, and what have you guys been up to? How do you come up with the name?
Yeah, so hi, welcome everyone to this great event. Saga's team has always been the good, I would say the more vocal one, as you said, like bantering and keeping the spirits alive. But whereas my team, the name Seven Good Folks is simply because we are a bunch of just good people trying to get by and play chess and have a great time by doing so. And I am fortunate to have them on my team. I'm glad that they chose me as their leader. So that's why the name Seven Good Folks. Six people plus me. Uh, as for the reason where we have been as a team a bit silent is because I kind of had a talk with them. We just accepted that a bit of rest and practice of games here and there would do just fine. I don't want to uh, make them stressful or pressurized for the game. I think they would be on their best terms just by playing who they are and just being themselves. And I don't want to create any additional pressure on them except for just winning, which I know they're capable of doing so. So not much of the talking, but definitely on most of the stuff we'll do and show.
Right. The chess will speak for itself, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's take a quick look at some of your players. I've put it up on screen. Can you just quickly introduce them and all that?
Yeah, sure. So we have six very good players. The best one on our team is definitely Jai Goyal. He not only has he been a participant in our official tournaments, but he is also a very good player. I was seeing a couple of his games just by going onto his profile. So glad to have him on our team. We also have three players who are around the bracket of 1600 to 1800 players. So Rudra Singh, Priyansh, and Onkar, and all of these are fantastic players. They have, when we were talking about chess yesterday, they were very helpful and they were kind of guiding the a bit lower rated players on the end to on focusing on time controls and how they can get better, and they were clearly focused on their game, which was a very good thing
Right.
uh,
Right.
to want to improve themselves and prove themselves. And then the last two underdogs of our team are Sarjil and now Akshay Lokhande. Unfortunately, we had Aishwarya on our team, but due to some personal reasons, she had to back out. But Akshay was gracious enough to join our team. So, yeah, we are a group of very, you would say, great, good chess players, just wanting to prove ourselves. And so, very, very lucky to have these guys on my team.
Right, yeah, the stage is set. It's the Chess Nexus's 3-year anniversary. The Chess Nexus, for anyone potentially new in the chat, the Chess Nexus, we're an organization with the motto of checkmate your limits, and it's our 3-year anniversary. Now we have branches in Mumbai and Bangalore. We hold monthly events, regular events, often online, over the board. We meet regularly, so do check out the stuff we have going on. And in the chat, we have about 12 people right now. Hello, chat. Hi, guys. And do blow up the chat, drop a lot of messages. Show us who you're supporting. Put in the messages in chat, whether it's Team Ocean 6 for you or whether it's Team 7 Good Folks. Let us see some, support in the chat. Blow it up. Let's see some fun banter. And the matches will get started in 5 minutes. We will start off over here with the pairing between Harshit Tambe and Akshay Lokande. In case you guys missed it, the format is 5+1 and 2 matches per player. So both players will get to play white ones and then black ones. Yeah. If the score ends in a tie after the 6 games, we will have our captains here, Swaraj and Sagar, who do have a very sort of back and forth, sort of, even kind of style in their gameplay online. A lot of very well known equality there. So that these all these matches, all these players have been paired based on their rating. So all these matches are bound to be very exciting. And I just wanted to take a quick look, see if the captains have any words for each other before we start some of the matches here.
Well, Swaraj, you want to go first?
Sure. Yeah, as a from man to man, good luck. Let's have a great tournament, but we are going to win, and maybe maybe your team will be in the bottom of the ocean as your background.
It's very deep. We'll take everyone down with us. Okay, so guys, just to be honest with you, so we do kind of sometimes put up a show that showing that there is a intense rivalry going within each other, but that is just to keep everyone excited and keeping the energy levels high for the entire group. For some entertainment as well. Personally, I have a lot of respect for Swaraj. I've met him in person. He's a chemical engineer. Right? You're a chemical engineer, am I right? He's very intelligent. He's more intelligent than me. I'm just a tricky player. Once you know my tricks, anyone can beat me in chess. To be honest with you, I'm not a very thorough chess player. Whereas Swaraj is actually a very theoretically and a sound chess player. He's technically a good chess player as compared to me. I'm just a showbiz. I know a few magic tricks. अगर चलता है तो चलता है, नहीं चलता तो नहीं चलता. तो मेरा वैसे वाले games होते हैं mostly. But having said that, today it's a battle time, so obviously we have the right to pull each other's legs and do the banter. So there are no personal feelings here. It is just for fun of the chess spirit itself.
Yes, of course, guys. There's a lot of.
But having said that, Swaraj, my team is going to kick your team's ass.
I mean, we say there's a lot of banter, a lot of fun, but it's all good vibes around. And this is obviously it's just an exhibition. It's just meant as like a sort of spectacle for everyone to enjoy. I hope everyone in the chat is having a good time. We're just about to start the first match now, and put a lot of noise in the chat and just have a good time. And we will get started very soon. Let's see if we can have the first match begin. I won't be sharing it here in the meet. You guys will have to find your own players' games while I'll be sharing it here. We are on the stream. You can see it here. We have Akshay's chess.com account open. So when the game starts, we'll be able to see it through here. His blitz is 954. We can see his rapid's quite high. So this game's going to be very interesting. And we also are going to have on the other side Harshit Tambe. Anything you guys have to say about both of your players, about what you think their odds are in this match against the player they'll be facing off against? While we get it started. Oh, I think it's got it started here. We're going to have the game begin soon.
So I think Harshad and Akshay is the first pair, right? Going?
Yes. We're just about to open the game here. The game has begun. We have 5+1. Just give it a second while my terrible internet loads. Sorry, chat. We should have the game soon. Come on, guys. Okay, yes, we've got it. We have a 4 knights opening here. Akshay with the black pieces in the first game. This could be an opportunity for maybe Akshay to put the pressure on for the second game. And if Harshad is able to pull off a win with the black pieces, that will put... Oh, we have a very nice tactic here by Harshad. We have takes on e4, knight takes. It's a very common trick in the 4 knights opening. It's called the center fork trap. And Akshay decides not to take. Of course, this is a totally fine move to play, but this does mean that black is just going to be a pawn up from the opening. This is usually why in the 4 knights opening, you bring the bishop to b5. This is what, this is a grandmaster theory, but obviously we have here two 900s playing, not 2900s, so we're not expecting to see any theory from these players. We're just hoping to see some good chess. Any comments from you guys?
Well, Arshad is well prepared. He's already played with the best players in our team. He's confident, and he just admitted that he's increases gaming standards by a few levels today itself.
Wait, let me put my face on the bottom right of the screen because I think I'm blocking the board. So
I think there is a lag.
Yeah, there is a bit of a lag, but that's unfortunately due to my internet. We're going to have to bear with that a little bit. I think we should be back now. My face should not be covering the board. Thank you, chat, for telling me about that. Things should be getting better now. And yeah, we have this happening here. Where were we? Yes, we were over here.
So, Clive, on the screen, it says no ads, no distractions. You can probably just cover that with your face.
Yeah. I shifted mine to the bottom right, so we should be.
No, Rook E1 simply feels good, no? Rook E1, simply feels good.
Rook E1 should be a pretty good move here. Probably forces a move like Bishop E7.
Good move. Good move.
I think one of my watches is.
I think other players also listening, so we shouldn't be talking about moves and strategies.
that is a good point.
Okay, fine.
I mean, after the game, probably we can discuss where they could have played a little
true. I think we are going to have 1 second.
Sure.
My voice seems to be echoing on the. Maybe if I put off my audio here. Okay, I don't think there's any echo anymore, but they are not going to be able to hear me anymore. Sorry about the technical issues, guys. We're just going to try to resolve them very quickly. Okay, let me try speaking again.
Now, Harsh does seem to have a pawn, but Harsh does seem to have a pawn up, but I would argue that White's development is much better here as compared to Black. So maybe it kind of evens out.
Yeah.
The Black's knight on A5 is also a bit inactive. Like if I simply play C4 and Bishop D2, maybe, I don't know, maybe. But in just in case, I would say the Black's Bishop on C8 is also not developed, but while White's Bishop can get developed the next move. So chances are like about equal.
Perfect. Yeah, but Swaraj, my voice is echoing on the meeting. Okay, so if you're done speaking, you just put off the audio during that.
Sure. I would.
And then when you guys speak, I will be quiet. Hopefully that should fix the matter, guys. We won't have any more echo. Sorry about that. Just give us a little bit of time. As for watching, I trust that our players are not going to be keeping an eye on the stream. If you guys are watching right now, then I'm going to start suggesting some really terrible moves. So please, don't trust everything we say. We have a bunch of 2000s in chat, but we don't have any grandmasters here.
Oh, nice move. Nice intermezzo.
True.
Now what do you do as a White? view.
Some ideas, maybe. Yeah, so muting on Google Meet is removing the echo. Okay, Swaraj, I think the echo is coming on your screen. Sagar, can you speak? Let's see if the echo is coming with you. Yeah, is my voice echoing if I speak
Is
with you?
this? No, your voice
No,
isn't echoing
there's
right
no
now.
echo. I'm not hearing. So Swaraj, maybe can you try maybe a different device or just rejoining the meet? Maybe the echo will go because at the start of the meeting we didn't have the echo. So this is something new. Yeah, back to the game, guys. Sorry about that. Just first couple of games we'll be getting some of the we'll be getting just some of the technical issues handled, and by the second match we should probably have a smooth running event. Okay. Thank you for pointing out, chat, any of the issues that are popping up. I think it's happening with the Swaraj's audio and mixing with my audio, so we should have it fixed. White has some like very sneaky, like funny, like ideas here. Although Black does have Queen h6 here, this is kind of a fork. I mean, if Black gives up this pawn, then okay, even still, maybe they have to consider some move like this here.
Super echoes.
Should be fine now. Yeah, Swaraj, can you try the audio from your side?
Hey,
There's going to be echo between both of your devices, so you're going to have to use only one of the two, okay? Yeah, don't worry, guys. Let's just give us a second.
now is it okay?
Definitely not Swaraj. I hope no one was hearing. I hope no one was hearing earphones during that. If so, I'm incredibly sorry. Oh, also, Sagar was wearing headphones, so ouch. Yeah, so Black plays bishop to c6 here. Black is still up 2 pawns and is just about to give up a third pawn here. Oh, sorry, he gives up one of the pawns back, and now Black only has a 1 pawn advantage and almost traps the queen, but the queen is able to get out, and Black does keep his 2 pawn advantage. Although I think after takes, he gets the pawn back, but he'll still lose this. And what will happen is we'll have the queen, and yeah, okay, so Black is trying for the sneaky ideas that I was talking about here. We do have some sneaky things going on. We will see what happens. Okay, but then Black does have this. If Black plays this, he blunders. Okay, he does not blunder checkmate. Herschel has been prepared quite a bit by his team to not blunder mate in one. So, good job. And White correctly does not trade the queens. He is down 2 pawns. So, even though there's a couple 900s playing, we have some very good, there's some very good play being seen here by both the white and black pieces on the board. Black is trying to trade here. I probably wouldn't trade. Maybe some knight e4. Okay, but he does trade. Okay, and then maybe takes here, and we will have this double pawn structure, and it's not so clear also who is, winning this game. Okay, can we try Swaraj's audio now? See if we have echo.
Hey. Yeah, is my voice audible?
Your voice is audible. It's just that when I speak and your mic is on.
Yeah, is it echoing now?
There is a small echo still. Yeah. Check with the other device, but you won't be able to keep your video on, but that's okay. Just check once with it and we'll see. Yeah, okay, we have a bunch of, we have a nice pin here, but queen blocks is available. Can't go for any tricks like this because this is a check. And Black is only up 1 pawn now, and even his 1 pawn up is a double pawn. So this game is going to go down to the wire. Definitely don't trade. I mean, this is a draw. Like, if Magnus was playing this, he would draw. But I don't know if either of these players are Magnus in disguise. But we'll see here. Akshay is still down a pawn. Akshay from Swaraj's team, the 7 good folks. Oh my god, but look at this. Black is down a lot on time here. He is down to like 7 seconds. He is going to speed up. And White still has a minute and a half here. He can easily if black does not play his advantage properly, blunder this game, and we are entering a king and pawn endgame here, and black still has an advantage. White is about to lose all his pawns. The question is black going to stalemate in this position? Are we going to get a very fun stalemate in the first match of this game itself? Okay, black is pushing, and white has done, okay, white has not done the correct thing. He should get behind these pawns to try to trick and prep for a stalemate here. Question is, can black get a checkmate with the 12 seconds he has on the clock? I hope the audio is clear for everyone. Now, it looks like black is not going for a king and queen checkmate. He's just going to set up a ladder checkmate here. If he wanted to do that, he should kept his king far, but this still works. Okay, we have a resignation, and Harshad Tambe from Ocean 6 takes the first game. There's going to be a rematch now between both of these players, and Akshay is going to get the black pieces. Losing with the white pieces here could be considered pretty bad, but I mean, it's okay. Anything can happen now. This is not any... we can get anything over here. So we should have the next game starting very soon. And in this one, Akshay will play with the black pieces here. That's what we're expecting to see. And any thoughts from the captains? I will mute myself so both captains can speak freely about the results of the first match.
Well, I've played with Akshay in the past, and he's a strong player. And the way Harsh has kept his cool when he was under 10 seconds, and he made use of that 1 second increment in the end game was phenomenal. I'm so proud of him. He's amazing.
Yeah, even though the match didn't go with our sides, I would still give Akshay a good pat on his back because his time management was amazing in this one till the very end. And yeah, a couple of points here and there just decided, but I would say that he fought well and there was not any one move silly blunders. So that's great to him, and he'll surely find a way to come back in the second one.
We don't have the second match started yet. We should have it started soon. In the meantime, let's see if I can set something up to have your tab sort of as a mini tab somehow, so that I don't have to keep switching between tabs. Okay, let's see if I can just do a little bit of this, do some of a little bit adjustment here. Can we make this smaller somehow? Okay, we can't make the width any smaller though. So let me just see what this looks like on stream. Have you guys somewhere here? See if this helps. I think it's going to block the game, but we will see when the next game starts whether that's the case or not. Okay, the second match has started and the tab vanished.
Right, the second match does seem to have started. Let's see what we are able to find. So we do have a 2 nights Italian kind of game.
Okay. Oh, and we see black has.
And the players
let's
are
look at it
playing a
from the
bit
white.
fast. So let's go for this.
I'll quickly scroll through
I
what has
hope my
happened
voice is
so far.
audible.
This was the opening. Yes, you were audible, and I think the echo is no longer happening while you and I speak also. So that's good news.
Clive, you are muted on the stream if you...
Oh, okay. Let's check if our echo is still happening, Swaraj. Are you speaking?
Hey. Yeah, I'm speaking right now.
Hey, let's go. Okay, looks like we fixed the audio issues. We have the Google Meet as a mini tab on the right side. Everything seems to hopefully be going dandy now. We shouldn't be facing any more issues. Sorry about that, guys.
Great,
But
great.
we did get it fixed.
Yeah, unfortunately, I won't be able to start my my camera, but I think it should be fine.
That's okay. I mean, I have you guys as like a really small mini tab on the right. We can't see your videos anyway. Let me see if I can increase the size a little bit. There is availability for this much, at least on the screen. Let's see what it looks like. Whoops, what is this? No. Escape. Okay.
Oh, nice, nice, nice. Now we do have a oh, and now we blunder it once again.
Happening here. There's okay. There was just a free piece here. It wasn't
Yeah,
taken
yeah, yeah.
though.
Yes, yes. Now simply
I
like
can
this.
I can have them pop up at the right side when I click on the tab, but this should be slightly better than the previous setting.
Oh, now again the pieces hang. The
Now
knight is
even if I switch the
gone.
tab, the game will be visible, so it should be good. Okay, back to the action. Enough technical stuff. Oh, almost. Okay, so black has not blundered this. Harsha is in a very good position now. Akshay could be in some trouble here. We could be seeing that Team Ocean 6 takes the first pairing here. Takes on C6. And I think with all the audio issues clear, we can also have both the captains give their own 2 cents on this position here.
The position is a bit tricky, I would say, even though black is like 3 pawns down. Unless white castles, which seems like a logical move, but I would still say black is a bit open on both king and queen side. So there are chances. I mean, if you castle on king side, then h4 seems like a bit pointless move.
Mhm.
While queen side does seem a bit more safer, I doubt queen side castling happens.
Queen side makes more logical sense given you're trying to attack on the king side. You probably don't want to castle queen side here in this position. I mean,
Oh,
king
that's
side.
nice. Queen side
Good,
castling is
pretty good,
excellent.
pretty good. Probably a4 here is necessary. Should control all the light squares since black only has a dark square bishop. There is a saying in chess, though, however, that opposite colored bishops support the attacking side. And this position, if black realizes his potential attack here, then okay, we could
I
have
would
some
castle
things
the
happen.
queen side here.
We have this, we'll have this coming in. Definitely not so easy for Harshad anymore. Oh, he doesn't take the pawn. He decides to go ahead with a check, but now king c2 would be. Oh, king c2. He doesn't take king c2. Bishop
Yes,
hangs,
hanging.
and now the
Basically,
material is
exactly.
equal.
Yes, yes.
Oh my
Now
god.
queen e8 check and then king
The
king
game's
king
plot twists are not over. White has so many pawns. Both players' kings are not looking safe right now. King g7,
Now rook
check,
g1.
rook f7, and then not many checks remaining. In the meantime, black is preparing all of this. White looks to be in quite a bit of trouble here. We might have the first game end in a draw, guys. We could. I mean, it's too early to say. Oh, okay. This is a very clever move by White to open this up for like more attacking things. I'm so like struck by this game. I'm losing my words right now.
I've started enjoying these games more.
Oh, this is like mate in. Okay, no, because
No,
there's
bishop
bishop
bishop is
g3.
there. Bishop g3 is there. Yeah.
Okay, but black's bishop. Oh my god, he finds bishop g3.
What a
Bishop
move! What a move! What a
bishop
move!
g3 is a crazy move.
And now
You have to give Akshay respect for finding.
Rook f7. Now queen e5 comes.
And then I move the king.
Queen
King
e5 comes and
h7.
then queen takes g3. No, but then
And
that's
then
it.
mate.
Then mate on
He
d2.
made Swaraj. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It looks like Akshay has outcalculated his own captain here.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
This is a turn of events, guys. This is some crazy stuff going on here. We could have the first game end in a draw. I just realized I have not prepped a scoreboard for this, so I have no way to update the scores here. I'm just gonna have to tell you all what the score is. But I mean, white is stuck here. He's thinking. He's looking. He plays f6 check. Okay, actually, that's a very interesting approach. King g6. King g6.
King
No.
h8. No, king h8. Maybe no, but king e8. Queen
Queen 8
e8.
is coming. That's
Queen
the
e8.
problem.
Yeah, yeah. Queen
And
e8
then
is
queen takes f7 comes with check. Yeah.
correct. And then b3 also goes. Yeah.
King g8. And then is the idea to play queen e8 and then f7 check also?
No, queen e6 and then b3. No, on b3.
Ah, yes. The rook on b3 hangs, and we'll have some, I don't know, whatever you can call it, material equality or what, but it's something at least for white. The game is not over yet. And black has time, and he's thinking it, which is good, given that this is clearly a position you should sit and calculate as much as possible. King g8 seems like it has to be the only move. Queen takes f6, rook takes g3, king h7 is some idea here, possibly some idea to just sack the material back and like play this. But then we're going to end up the rook end game where white will just have too many pawns. So it's like black can't afford to sack the bishop back. He has to try to hold on to the bishop here. King g6 idea of, I'm worried about something like this. And this is what I was calculating here. Something
d6 h5 maybe.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the idea I was thinking about. And because now we no longer have this check because it's actually just capturable. So king g6, queen check, king h5, and black is preventing all the checks.
Yeah.
Black is preventing
maybe even
all the checks.
King f6 maybe.
Sorry?
I was thinking maybe king g6, queen e4, king takes f6.
And then rook f1 with the pin.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And then maybe you have to play rook takes g2 and make a draw. Rook takes b2, make a draw after that.
Make a draw, yeah.
But I guess king h5 is winning here. Like I can't see how black is. Sorry?
Yeah, it looks winning. It's amazing. Yeah. This is a very good position.
This is like a crazy realization. If black can realize king g6 holds for him here, black will be the stuff of legends. Everyone's going to talk about him. Akshay will have clutched it out in the first match, and we will go ahead with a score of half or 1-1, whichever scoring system you prefer. Okay, he plays king g6. Will he play king h5 follow up though? That is the real question. After queen e4 check, which is definitely coming, is he going to take the pawn or play king h5? Has he calculated this properly? He should play this relatively quickly since he spent so much time calculating. Oh, he plays king h6. Oh, and is the question, will he find the idea to make it a draw though? But he can't. No, black can't afford a draw.
Does rook takes b2 lead to a draw? Oh, now we do have.
Because the queen can't move, right? So there is no way to get the mate from this position. But black can't afford a draw here. He lost the first match. If he draws this position,
no, but bishop f4. No, that doesn't.
Bishop f4, queen takes, and it doesn't work.
Yeah. Rook c2 and now.
Can he play? No, he can't play king. He can't bring the king to e1. My bad.
Yeah, this is a draw.
Yeah, no, he's just gonna have to. He's gonna have to perpetual, but this is not going to work for him. The game. Oh man, after
no, but then you do have rook b7. You do have rook b7, rook c, rook a1.
But if he stays on c1 and d1, this is definitely a draw, right? If he just stays, if he doesn't go to b1. Okay, he has two options here. One is
Yeah.
He picks the correct option. The game ends in a draw. This was like a wild game. This is a crazy game, and we end the first. we end the first match with a draw between both. Not with a draw, we end the match with Sagar's team clutching it out here, get squeezing out a draw from a position that was, I don't know, it was winning for white black, but black had to find this crazy king h5 idea. Any comments from both the captains here while we get the next match set up? Let's hear from the captains here. Sagar?
Why is my video
Yeah,
not
so
showing?
Can see you. We can
Am I
see
audible?
you. Yes, you are audible, good boss. My boss.
It was a crazy game. H5 was the way. I mean, that was one way to probably get the game back. But I think Haj defended pretty well to make it a draw after being a piece down. And there was a tactical opportunity to not to be the piece down, but we can discuss that as analysis internally when he lost the extra. But overall, it was a very exciting game, a very complicated position in the middle game, which could have kind of perplexed even the best of the players.
Mm-hmm. Swaraj?
But I'm glad that we are 1 point ahead now.
Yes, Swaraj. Sagar's team takes the lead here. Swaraj, what do you have to say to that? Sagar's team is now in the lead here.
yeah, definitely not the outcome that we were looking for. But yeah, Akshay actually gave it a best. It didn't feel even in the game first game that he lost that like it was like a throwaway game. Like the both players did fight till the very end, and it was just a matter of couple of points that led to promotion. But overall, I would say both games were very very close. Second game it was very entertaining. In fact, if he had found King H5, then maybe there were some serious problems that could have happened. But yeah, it's unfortunate, but there's still room for the next coming games. So I'm optimistic.
If there's one thing for sure, though, is that, guys, we are in for a ride. These players are all going at it. They are not taking it easy on each other at all. There is no love lost when it comes on the chessboard. When it comes to getting the win for their captains, we have Team Swaraj and Team Sagar's team and Swaraj's team. We have Ocean 6 versus 7 good folks coming here. And we'll be right back after this ad break. No, I'm just kidding, guys. We don't have ads. Not yet, but if you guys subscribe and we get enough followers,
हम लोग ही कुछ बेचते हैं.
we can start to
Let's say
monetize
something.
this.
No? The Chess Nexus का कुछ subscription कुछ बेचते हैं.
If you guys subscribe, you'll get the premium content.
I'll just change my T-shirt and come back with an ad.
We'll have Sagar and Swaraj play a shirtless chess game, guys. Yes, Danish, we're ready to get the next game started. We can have it begin. We're gonna have the next match starting soon, guys.
Who's next?
The next match is going to be between.
Yes, we have Krishna.
Yes,
From my side,
Krishna
here,
versus Sarjan.
with the black pieces.
We will see now. I'm going to get the game beginning. The game has started, guys. We're going to go straight to the game. I'd say we're running pretty well on time. And we have Sarjan playing from Swaraj's team, right?
Yes.
Yes. And we have Krishna playing from Sagar's team. With the white pieces right now, we have Krishna here. And we have, with the black pieces, Swaraj's team. In both games, it seems that Swaraj's team seems to start with the black pieces. But black takes, and okay, he has a pawn up, but he shouldn't usually take this. It's a bit risky here. He takes. That's also not like the best thing, but it works. They're going to have like a mutual capture of the e-pawns here, from what it looks like. And the position seems to be relatively equal. I mean, okay, he gives up this pawn, but there is some like very like queenie one-y ideas here that work in this kind of position. The game is, I'd say, relatively equal. Black is up a pawn if white does plays some like normal moves, he'll easily win some of the pawns back. After this queen e7, we'll have queen takes on g7, and I would actually say that black would be in like a losing position here, even though he looks like he's up a pawn right now, up 2 pawns. The position could get very bad for him very quickly. And yeah, it's okay. We do have what I said. King f8, I would say, is actually the best move here. But king f8 is a very hard move to play for someone rated like 800, 900. It's a very difficult move to play because it removes your castling rights, yeah? And it just does not feel right. He does play queen e7. He does play queen e7. Yeah, we have queen takes on g7. And now the game goes on. We'll have rook f8 here probably, but then rook e1 and yeah, black.
No, rook f8 one. Yeah, that for queen f8 maybe.
Oh, okay, like queen f8. Okay, again, queen f8 is a really tough move. Oh, he finds queen f8. Dude, your players, you guys are absolutely going at it here. Like, this is genuinely some really good chess from both the players. Like, queen f8, okay, maybe, I don't know. If I were to ask one of my students whether they would have played the move queen f8 here, chances are very unlikely. And they are all, some of them are rated around, like, Sergil's level here. So, rook e8, rook e1, king d8 has to be played here, no option. And looks like we have equality here, a very funky sort of imbalanced inequality, but equality is equality, you know. It means that the game is balanced. Anything could happen here, and I would say that white has the advantage, but black can easily like pull this back with some clean play. Like, it's more of a positional advantage now than anything tactic. Oh no, wait. Oh, do you guys see something that white can play here? Guys, white, okay, yeah, this is it's now game over here, guys. It's game over here. I mean, they're not stream sniping because I'm so bad at chess, even I didn't find the winning move in this position. So clearly the players are on their own. Bishop g5, or even I think queen f6 was a direct mate, and this game is done now. After takes, the game ends here. We have a very quick game here. I mean, very interesting. What do you guys think, captains? What's your view on this? What do you think here?
It's too dominating.
Yeah. There's definitely a
So
chance.
we would like to gift Swaraj team a table so that for each of them, so they can bank tables.
Hopefully, Sagar does not have to bite his words here. And this is a mate, guys. It is checkmate. Well played. Very well played here. If we can go back just very quickly, brief over some of the crucial moments here. We can talk about the opening itself, which is this takes thing is generally not the right way to play these positions. It does lead to a lot of complications. I know there are some lines here, but I'm not an expert in e4, e5, so I couldn't tell you if I even knew. And yeah, this is a very tempting idea to come in and take this second pawn. But you know, it's a poison pawn. They call it a poison pawn. If you're too greedy and you go and grab the pawn, you better be ready to swallow the poison that you just took. Yeah, and black clearly was not able to do that. And again, maybe knight b5 instead of that, maybe knight d5 would have led to some more fighting chances potentially compared to what happened in the game. But with knight b5, the game just sort of ends there, and there's nothing that white black could do after this. Bishop g5 is a very well played move by him. And yeah, I mean, I don't think the players are stream snapping. I hope they aren't. But the moves here, I mean, even I missed the winning move, Bishop g5, Queen f6. So the likelihood that they were stream sniping is, I'd say, low. Yeah, and I hope both of you have asked your teams.
I mean, just to, I'm not too familiar with what streams sniping means.
Oh, that's just
I mean,
watching the
what
YouTube.
does that mean?
Stream
What
or
is
comment.
stream sniping?
It's like
It's like cheating.
Acha.
It's like when you cheat, you have a computer window on one side and game on the other side. But instead of computer window, you're watching the commentary. So kind of get the idea.
Acha, yes. No, my team wouldn't do that.
I also agree.
And I had made it very clear yesterday itself. We lose with pride rather than try to win with shame.
Yeah, actually, that's also the motto that we kind of are going through. That at the end of the day, it's chess, and it should be taken like
Yeah.
that as well.
we all
The
here
game is better
promote.
than anyone else, even the engines itself.
That's true. The games here the players are playing
Yeah.
are just elite
Now,
tier.
India's,
All right,
yeah,
done.
was Queen F6 faster than Bishop G5?
Yeah, Queen F6 was just faster, right? Queen F6, Queen E7, Queen takes. Like it's just much
Yeah,
faster.
but still Bishop G5 was a very
Yeah,
good
Bishop
fight.
G5 was also working perfectly fine. Yeah, Danish, let's get the second game started between these two players. We will have Sagar's player playing with the black pieces now. And if Swaraj's team does not want to go down an early 2-0 loss, I mean 2-0 disadvantage. I mean, they would have a lot of climbing back to do. Hopefully, here at least they can get the win, and they will only be one game down still in this match, and their team can easily pull it back. They have a lot of talented players, so let's see how it goes. Let's go, guys. We have game two between Sarjil and Krishna happening here. This time, Sarjil will play with the white pieces, and Krishna will play with the black pieces. So we have, yes, we'll switch to white side. We'll look at all these games to the white side, and white plays a slightly offbeat d3 approach, which is an interesting idea. I know that Adiban Bhaskaran, nicknamed the Beast, has played this, but usually the main idea is to play e3 f4. So it's you don't put the pawn on e4 because that leaves this hole on d4 then. But okay, that's more of a nuance, I'd say, than something to take super seriously. There's some fun ideas to potentially do this, but again, that hole on d4 is there, so it's something that okay. And white decides to go bishop to d3. Bishop to d3 is playable. Bishop to c5 played here. If you all are worried about the rating disadvantage between the players, don't worry. These pairings have all been balanced out. It's just that the ratings are different for blitz, rapid, and all that kind of thing. I can assure you that all the pairings are equal here. And okay, we have f3 here. Oh, f3 is a scary choice. There are all these kinds of ideas which I'm not going to put on the board just again.
What would
Okay.
yeah, what would the strongest international master of all time say about F3?
International master or grandmaster? Are you referring to Benjamin Feingold?
Yeah, so he was nicknamed the strongest IM, right, before he became GM.
Oh, was it? Okay, no, I
He
did
was
not know that.
like 26.
Yeah, fair
Yeah, he
enough.
was like 2600. So
Okay, Bishop c3, again a bit of an odd move by. Maybe he wanted to play knight c3. That was a misclick or something. Totally possible here. But I would say that white does not have a terrible position. He has this, what we call the bishop pair from hell here. He probably should have taken to open it up. You don't want to close your bishop pair, yeah? When you're in having bishops, you want an open position. So, but okay, maybe still you have some c3 idea. But definitely not like the preferable move in this situation. He has had to move his bishop back now after putting it on c3. It's a loss of what we call tempo in chess, guys. It slows down your speed at which you play because you've given the opponent some time to attack you, yeah? But okay, the game goes on. And we do have c3. Like
White also does have a strategic pawn break in the king side.
Yes, he does have this idea. That is an idea here. Although he will have to be careful about some potential, counterplay down the center when you do a pawn break like that, yeah? Okay, again, a little bit of like aimless play from white you can see here. And meanwhile, black is, he has some pretty good development going on here. Whereas white's, wow, okay. White's development is not something that I would say is coach approved. If my students develop their pieces this way, I would ask them to take a couple extra refresher classes on their opening principles. But it's playable, I'd say. It's holdable. It's just a little bit spicy options. It's a spicy choice by the black pieces, I'd say. A little bit questionable decisions here by us. Is it Sarjil, right? Mm-hmm. So we're going to see now what happens.
As white, I would want the center to be closed.
Definitely. But the question is, how do
Yeah.
you create the counterplay? And also the question is, where do you put the king? That's the like, those are the questions that white needs to find an answer to right now. Like, right now, I'd say f4, definitely no, like some king f2,
Now
king
f4
g2.
seems good.
Oh, okay, maybe some f4
Now
was there.
f4 seems good. Yeah. Yeah. F4 now
Knight takes,
f4
then
f5 bishop takes.
a bunch of trades here. Some f4 is still possible here.
F4 f5 seems logical. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Oh, bishop no, bishop is yeah. Oh, f4 does play.
okay. If he takes, we'll have this. And then the game gets crazy though. Like after something like rook takes e5, it looks like we're heading into like a really crazy game, guys. Oh, okay. He plays queen h6, which is very interesting approach here. I think like f5, continue like keeping the position closed here. Keep your bishop pair. It doesn't look like black has an immediate threat with
What
queen
about
h6. He just
g4,
protects the knight.
g3?
G4, a knight takes.
What about g4 rook g3?
G4, knight takes, attacks the queen also.
But yeah.
And right now in this position, I don't think, like with the weaknesses that white has created, he doesn't. Yeah, f5 is correct approach here. Yeah, and this one, he's gonna have
Now
to do
d4 works,
g4.
or it doesn't. Maybe like e4 is also hanging.
Even rook g3 doesn't do anything. Like I go queen h6 and okay, then maybe this. So if I go takes here, and I can't even play this because knight will take. Yeah, very well spotted by Krishna from Ocean 6. f4 not working out. Maybe d3 was required in that position to keep the e4 square protected before going for something like g4. What about d3, rook g3? It doesn't look very promising either, to be honest. Yeah, now takes, rook g3, queen h6, g5, queen here, and then go g6, and then use the pin, try to do something like this. Okay, but what if I go queen h5 here? Queen h5 doesn't give g5 at a tempo. That would lead to some. It wouldn't be as good. Maybe king d2 and get the rook. Other yeah. First I have to take. Anything else is too slow. And then rook g3. Plays rook c1. Rook c1 is it's not worth it going for this pawn. Although okay, maybe okay, yeah, this is just a classy move by the black piece. It's just he can't afford to open it up, so he has to play d4 again. Good play by both of these players. They are both playing very logical moves here, like rook g3 and then get this pawn back. And okay, white is down like 1 point of material. That's not terrible. Rook g3, rook takes c3, rook g3. This rook takes c3. Game's not over yet. Push. Things are still happening. There's a lot of, and we are having to see. We're also going to see right now the players are going down on time. So we are going to have both players below 1 minute very soon. And we're still in a very complicated. Oh, this idea to put pressure here. He doesn't find the idea. He's still a pawn. He's a pawn down, but it's not. Again, it's not so terrible anymore for white. Like genuinely, I do see white making a comeback in this position. Again, if he can find this idea with g5, g6 with this pin, he has some like playable counterplay here. Like it's a playable position. Okay, this is a class move by him. Maybe queen e3 here. before going on. Oh, now this is an unprotected pawn also. Maybe queen f7 would have been better in queen f2 instead of queen e3. Like, double covering these things. Okay, good move, preventing any pawn play by black. And again, as I said, guys, as the clock ticks down, the accuracy is going to dip. And when that happens, God only knows what's going to happen in the game next. Okay, he plays this. Is not a great move because takes. Black has this passed pawn, and again, when you're down material, you should not be trading pieces. You're allowing the rook to enter. Okay, you're not fully allowing the rook to enter, but it has some potential entryways though. Still, white has some forms of counterplay here. The idea is to probably give this check here. The question is, will this king be able to run to a place that he can call home? And it's not looking very clear if that's going to be possible for him right now. It looks like black's coming in with a lot of... Okay, he comes up with some funky ideas here. Queen f3 allows... Okay, he does not get the queen trade. He can't do this check. He can play this check though. He goes just... Black is going in for... White is going for a full attack. He doesn't play queen c3. Again, queen c6 would force a trade. And okay, again, this is not the right way to create counterplay. This is... Okay, again, this king is not looking so happy here. King g3, queen g2, something like this. Some crazy idea. Both players are down to below 30 seconds here. Anything can happen. We might have a... Oh my god, we're having a king. Oh, there's an en passant. It doesn't en passant. En passant is forced, guys. Okay, queen check is a very good move. Okay, now white is in trouble here. Yeah. He goes up, takes and takes, and then takes, like, do this. He doesn't. He does this. He goes this. He's gonna run around again. There's a little bit of panic. There's a little bit of panic from the black pieces. Okay, he does trade off, and he's gonna have some... He's panicking in time pressure though. Is this a draw? Oh, he's blundered this. Should have gone up. We're having a lot of panic from both the players here. Not the cleanest conversion at all. Now come here and yeah, there is some counterplay to be had. Yeah, take this and take that, and oh my god, we have the H pawn coming up now. We have the H pawn coming up with some like crazy counterplay. We'll have this, we'll rotate around, we'll have the H pawn coming in, we'll have this check allowing us to try to take this pawn. Push here and get the H pawn going, I guess. Or just play king b3 and try to make it a draw. White, play a move. Oh, did a lot of things happen. Okay, fine, my bad. Must be my net. Sorry, guys. Having like... He can't take. Oh, can he take? No, he can't take. Oh, this is going to be a loss for him.
Oh, shit.
Wait, no!
Holy shit!
Oh my god. What is happening right now? He can't take. Oh man. What was that game? Okay, can black still convert? Okay, but black doesn't even need to convert this, right? He's winning the game, so he can even stalemate and the game still ends with a win for Sagar. This looks like it's not looking too good for both players here. I mean, for the 7 good folks here, they might be getting Ocean's 11 by the Ocean's 6. Blech, that was a terrible joke. King d3 for the troll. King d3 for the troll. No. Very clean conversion. Yeah, very clean conversion. Very good. Oh, wow. We have queen f2 here as a mate. Let us quickly check in with our captains here. Mr. Sagar and Mr. Swaraj, what do you have to say about that game? It was an absolute slugfest at the end there. When they were down on time, the game got really crazy. Any comments, guys? I'm going to have a quick hydration break. Sagar, we'll start with you.
Well, I think the point says it all, doesn't it?
Yes, we have Sagar's team with about 6 points now. Just to clarify, it's I think 2 points per win and 1 point for a draw. So per game. So Swaraj has secured one draw, and we have Sagar's team with 3 wins out of 4 games. So that is 6-1. Is
So
the
that's
current
7 points,
score.
right? I think 7-1, right? We have half a point as well from the draw.
Uh, okay, no, it's 3 wins, so 2 for 6. Oh yeah, it's 7-1. Yes, just like the Brazil Germany scoreline.
Wow. We might have want to even skip the last round, maybe. I don't know.
We will have all the games definitely, and then we'll see.
No,
Maybe we'll
I'm
throw
just
in
trying to bully my opponent captain.
Swaraj. What do you have to say to that, man? I think maybe he's gone. He's dropping some motivation in his group's WhatsApp.
Yeah, a bit like a bit of some kind words for the man, Sarjan. He played actually very well. So, yeah, he was just saying the first game he was a bit nervous, which was understandable. Second game he did have some chances, like H7 would have simply won the game on the spot.
Yeah,
But
yeah. If we just go back to just some of the moments here, we go back to some of the later moments here. We had a lot of trades, and we trade down into the rook and pawn endgame. Where I think here, instead of playing king g6, Krishna played king g5, and over here, white is winning if he just pushes and makes a queen. So definitely a missed opportunity here. Yeah, and I think later on also, I think he could have secured a draw. Yeah, black blundered the pawn here, and I think this is what is theoretically a king and pawn. It's a drawn endgame when the king is next to the pawn. Just very quick education for those in the chat. This king needs to be ahead of the pawn for you to have a winning advantage. When the king is in front, you usually have a draw via this kind of technique. Wherever the king goes, you follow. You have this kind of stalemate right here. The game would have ended in a draw there. Swaraj's team had both a chance to get the win and to make a draw, but unfortunately that does not come into existence. So we're going to have to just.
who was the what was the opponent's name of Sergil's?
His name was Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna played really well both the first game and the second game. So kudos to him. Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. Second game, we did have some chances, but yeah, let's see what happens now.
Right. And right now we are going to head into what's going to be the third game. It is going to wait. Let me set it up for myself. See what the. We're going to have the third game. It's going to be between Ojasi and Onkar. Yes? Yes. Ojasi and Onkar. They're going to start their game very soon here. Let's get it set up. I will find the account name. Onkar is Shunde. Onkar 95. The stakes are still on, guys. We're heading into the third match. I'd say that this one is going to be a bit crucial for Team 7 Good Folks here. A good win here, maybe a 2-0 dominant victory, could easily pull them back in the game. And we would be having a very tight event after that. So we're going to have to see here. It seems like there's a bit of pressure on Onkar. And as we have heard already from Captain Swaraj, there is pressure on these players. There is a live streamed event, and they're like, I need to perform for my team. All these things. As you heard, Sajal was a little bit nervous in the first game. When the players are put in this situation, we're all casual, chill players. Not a lot of us here have played serious tournaments, big, high stakes, on a kind of live stream like this. So the pressure is on for these players. It is not as simple as play chess and win. There's definitely different stakes here. There's a scoreboard to keep in mind. Sometimes you're going to be put in a situation where you don't just need to win the match. You need to win 2-0. to catch up with the scoreboard points. So things are going to get interesting here in this match. Onkar is not online. Swaraj, can you check in on him once?
Wait, I'll message him.
In the meantime, we might have the fourth pairing, if that's possible. The fourth pairing will be between Raj Mudliar and Rudra Singh here, between Ocean 6 and Good Folks. Danish, could you tell me, um,
Yeah, admin here. Onkar has some technical issues.
okay. So can we
So,
switch over?
yeah, we'll start with the fourth one, yeah.
Okay, great, great. So that's going to be between Rudra and
Raj.
yes, Raj. Thank you so much. You start yapping so much, you lose track of what you're saying. I hope you
No, I
guys.
just remembered the pairings like O's and O's and R's and R's.
Right,
Raj and
right,
Rudra, Omkar and that's how I remembered.
right. So we are looking at Rudra's chess.com account here. We should have that game started pretty soon. Even Rudra is not exactly online. Let's get them also going here. I hope you guys in the chat are having a good time. Are you guys having a good time, chat? You guys want to drop a quick message? Let us know if there's any issues with the chat, any issues with the stream. Are you having a good time? Whose team do you think is heading for a victory here? I mean, Sagar's team has picked up an early lead, but as we go on, the players are going to be of a higher level, and the games are going to be of a much more, it's going to get tricky from here. It's going to get tricky. The play games could go either way. These players are all quite balanced in terms of their rating and their pairings. So let's see sort of what happens. Yeah. Hope you guys are having a good.
Just as a fun question for live and just as a discussion with Sagar also, do you think rating spread difference matters when you are like at a lower level or when you are at a higher level?
This is a good point. I definitely think that the rating spread difference matters at a lower level. Like once you reach higher, right? That gap, like if I put a 2200 and a 2400, I do expect the 2200 to come on top 30, 35, 40% of the time. A lot.
Correct.
But what I will
That
say is,
way,
I think there's also a lot of variance in terms of the blunders, right? So, like, the consistency is not there. So, even the spread becomes a bit unpredictable at lower levels, also, a little bit. All right, I'm glad you guys are having a good time, chat.
Danish has something to say.
Yeah, tell us, Danish. But this is the admin.
Hi, okay. So, Raj is currently playing a different game on chess.com.
Wow.
How come?
I think I think he hasn't realized it's his round right now. He's playing a practice game, I think.
Sagar, could you quickly tell your teammate to just resign that game and join the
Yeah,
match?
of course.
Yeah, thank you. We'll have the next round starting soon, and we'll check in on Onkar versus Ojasi as soon as Onkar figures out his technical issues. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead with the fourth round, which is, the fourth pairing, which is between Rudra and the other guy. I keep forgetting,
Raj.
guys. Yes, Raj, Rudra and Raj. I'm genuinely sorry, guys, but we should have that game starting very soon. The ratings are a bit higher here. This is about where in the rating category around like 16, 1700 now. So we'll be starting to see some more, potentially like opening theory maybe compared to some of the previous games, which was a little bit more like, random bullshit go. But we should have some more like, theoretical positions here, maybe some more complex openings.
I would actually say that the like, quote unquote lower rated play, games still did have some good decent amount of opening principles and
Yeah,
theory applied to it.
definitely, definitely. I think it was very impressive to see, all the players, they started with the four knights and, they got their development done. Opening principles was followed for sure. some of the games did have some, early variations, a little bit, going off the beaten path. Especially, I think it was the second game we saw with the what was seven Gandhi's name?
Surgery.
Sargil, yeah. In the second game, we had his king in the middle. We had some weird pawn moves. So that opening was not exactly, great. But compared to that, in all the other games, I think we saw more or less pretty clean opening, like principles from both the players. Oh, it seems like the match has started between Rudra and Raj. Yes, finally, I got the name right, guys. Have the game
London
loaded.
system.
We have a London. Oh boy, who's playing the London? We have Raj from Sagar's team playing the London system. Sagar, what do you have to say for yourself?
Well, I'm myself, I'm not a good player of London system, so I have nothing much to say, but let's see how it goes.
Yes. I mean, as we all know, guys, the London is a very, very good opening. Honestly, it's a very solid opening. I teach the London to all my students, so it's definitely something that, there are a lot of memes around, there are a lot of jokes around it, but it's one of the best sort of openings to play, especially at the beginner level and even leading into intermediate higher levels. I mean, if you look closely at some of the common, YouTubers, you will know that uh, what's his name, Eric Rosen has played this opening quite a bit, and even Ding Lijian played it in his World Championship match. So definitely a high level opening, and both players seem to be playing pretty well right now. I will note that the Black Knight is on c6, not preferable in these London variations because you want this pawn on c5 very commonly in these positions. This bishop usually goes to d3 though for white. So bishop on e2 is not as like preferable here. It looks like white might be trying to prepare for some e4 break though. But the problem is he is not.
Does e5 make sense?
Sorry,
Yeah, does e5 make sense for black? Like
I was just going to say,
when
yeah, he has not controlled the e5 square, which is a very important thing usually. So yeah, it would have been a good move there. He doesn't play it. He decides to go for the other thing, and now he might play c5 instead. He'll have to take, I guess, because otherwise the pawn structure will be ruined, and he'll lose a pawn, I guess, no, unless he plays king h7. So yes, guys, we are showing the game. The game has started. Sometimes it takes a bit for us to get to it a little bit. Okay, we have takes queens on d3, and black does get his central counterplay going. Now e4 would lead to maybe some potential like isolated pawn kind of systems here. So maybe you don't want e4 anymore. These knights for black might pushing is not usually the good move, but with the pawn on a3 it might actually be playable because usually you want to play b3 and the pawn goes to c4. And b3 is not very well supported and will lead to the loss of a pawn here. So it's not a very preferable sort of choice for the yeah. And now something like this, but I think if there is some like funny ideas here. If takes, then yeah, but now takes and then f6 and then takes. Oh, actually, takes is not going to be possible here because the knight will be lost on e4. What about like rook c8? Creating some. Okay, maybe we'll have c5 then. He can't take though, that's his issue. And now push c5. And then it's not looking so clean for Rudra here, no? If Rudra takes the advantage here, we might be running into some troubles very soon for team 7 good folks here. The pressure is on for Rudra here. Rudra is from Swaraj's team, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Definitely we can see that not only is the position slightly, as in the material is equal, it's just that positionally white has, okay, the more I look at it, the more I feel like, yeah, sure, like, Rudra has chances here. At least not to lose. Right? The game, I'd say, is you could call it what you say dynamically balanced. Yeah, we can call it dynamically balanced. Oh, this is a very nice move. Yeah, I think it's the only move that saves that position for him. So it's a good choice by him. Good job. And yeah, the game goes on here. I think actually this blunders takes no, it doesn't because this is under attack. So this would not be a trap of the knight because I would take this. Look, he doesn't do this, and now I have knight c4 again. Yeah, and if he takes, queen takes this, and then rook here. Is it trapped? Okay, he doesn't do any of that. He doesn't see knight e5. Rook b8 maybe. He plays no. Oh, Rudra blunders the fork here in this position. Yeesh. And Raj is looking like he's going to take this first one here. But obviously, you fight on. This is not a position to resign. Definitely not yet. So the game is going to go on. Oh, and Rook b6 is such a good move here. Just, it's just choking the black pieces, giving him no air to create any kind of counterplay. E5 is an option, but white center is just so strong with the c3 and e3 pawns protecting. And now,
Oh, we have the Arakan's gun now.
yeah, he has the Alakan's gun. The knight goes to a5, attempting desperately to hang on. But like queen b4 is just enough. Maybe knight e8 was required here, but then you're going to have rook takes a6 with the pin ideas. Like this is just, it's a hopeless position here for black. He's going to have to try to, get a couple trades and then after that try to create some counterplay. Yeah. This is some approach here. And after takes, you'll have like queen a5 and queen a4 and you try to hold on to that position. But the pawn is also just pushing and it's looking very bad here for the black pieces here for Rudra and for team 7 good folks. It would actually genuinely be crazy if we have a sweep here. I don't even want to say it. Or maybe I should say it. I know that caster's curse is a very common thing. So if I jinx Sagar's team, maybe I can give Swaraj a comeback here. Queen check and pawn push is just coming. Yeah, just so clean by Raj here. Just very good play by him. What can you even do here? Like, it's hopeless. That you get one of the queens at least. If he promotes, he might not even promote. He might be feeling greedy. He might want 2 queens on the board here. I would just promote. That's because I'm a coward. But I don't know if Rudra is a coward. Rudra isn't a coward. But he doesn't want 2 queens on the board. He just wants his one still. He's hoping for like a queen trade in this position, yeah? He gets this queen trade. Black is now easily losing this game. Like there's nothing that can be done here to save this position. And black has too many pawns to attempt some kind of stalemate. He needs to start throwing his pawns away. This is Rudra's like last attempt. I assume he's not going to resign here. I think both players will have told their teams to very strongly not resign. Okay.
Well, he has resigned.
He has resigned this game. Wow. And Rudra takes the L in the first game. Thoughts, captains? What do you think? We look like we're heading towards a wash. If
With the started the second game.
oh, okay, they have started the second game. If this game is a wash, then what's going to happen is that the next, like if this is done and Rudra is not able to mount a comeback here, then Swaraj's team needs to go 3-0 in the next games. 3-0 is what's going to need to happen. That's what we're going to need here to pull off the win. I'm going to switch to Rudra's side here. I'm going to quickly watch what happened in this game. We had a Carol Khan. We had a bunch of development. Both bishops develop pretty aggressively. Knight goes to e7. We have knight b2. We have h3. We have bishop goes back. And then we have, okay, we are in this position right now and White's considering what to do. I don't prefer either of the players here. Both are like completely playable. But now I think, okay, I won't say anything. But there's definitely some. Okay, he's missed some ideas like this here. There are definitely some ideas here. So clearly, like a miss by the players. Oh, and Raj takes a risky approach here. This leads to some. I would say that Swaraj's team would be very happy here. Raj is playing quite a risky approach in a position where he only needs a draw. And honestly, when you're the player that is in a must win situation, you prefer it when your opponent is trying to play like dynamics like this and they're not, shying away from a complex game. This leads to some positional weaknesses that sort of black can, target and take advantage of. So things can get sketchy from here. Yeah, like this, we have outpost squares available. We have like bishop going here and maybe like long way sniping this. We have also just a clean free pawn here that has just been hanging on a6 for quite some time now. I'd say for another two moves, takes and just takes back. No need for any complications here. Just play it safe, and let's see how it goes. Oh boy, it's getting quite windy outside. I hope it doesn't rain. If the power goes out, the stream ends immediately. So, oh wow, what a move here! What a freaking move! Okay, now Rudra is in trouble again. Oh what?
Oh, he blundered the queen.
He just blundered the queen. This is like it's a bit of a breakdown here happening from Swaraj's team. Now e5. E5 is a okay. He just decides to take the pawn. Also, totally works.
Oh, it is Raj who is black. Oh, I was
Yeah, Raj
worried
is black.
that.
No, I
Oh,
switched.
okay.
Rudra played black in the last game, right? So he gets white this game.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Almost missed that. Okay.
This is over now because the rook can't protect the knight here, and both the rook and the knight is under attack. So this is
So Swaraj team is intimidated by my team.
it's a possibility here with the way things seem to be going. Oh, there's no. Oh man, what is
Oh,
this?
man.
This removes all opportunities for counterplay, and the game ends. Like the game just ends. Wow, wow. Let's have the captains very quickly here while we get the next game going. I mean, that game. There's not even much to look at. It just ended like so like a snap. Oh man, Sagar, what do you
So,
think? Your team is
yeah, I,
riding a high right
yeah,
now.
I have to admit that we are having a very bad day today because and within half of the tournament, my other half of the players are demotivated. They have nothing to play for anymore.
I mean, I swear, guys, this is not.
My
This
my
is
my
scripted.
best players are complaining. हम लोग क्या करेंगे फिर अगर ये लोग ही जीत जाएंगे तो फिर.
I
So
mean,
we are having a very bad day. We have no
um,
motivation to play anymore.
you guys have all the momentum on your side now.
That's
Just one
yes, we
more,
are what 11 points ahead. 11 is to 1 now,
just
if
one
I'm
more
counting it right.
clinch. One more clinch in the next round would make it impossible for Swaraj to catch up here. For Swaraj's team to catch up, it's quite. It's quite.
Yeah, so there are a total of 24 points on the board, out of which we've already got 11. I mean, the team which gets 13 points
Mhm.
first is likely to win the tournament, is going to win the tournament,
Yeah.
logically. So we just need 2 points. So either we need one win or we need two draws
Yeah.
in the next three rounds,
Which
six
means that
games.
Swaraj needs to inform his team that they are in a must-win situation in both games. We have Onkar online, so we have him ready here.
And now we have the best player of our team, the only queen in our team.
That
She
is-
really fought back to the team. Danish has something to say.
Okay, so a bit of background lore. Omkar wasn't online because he was stuck in an elevator.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Would you look at that? This is like a movie scene. Just like
Yeah.
fighting his way onto the mat to just get a chance to play for his team. He would be main character here if he pulls this off.
So this is going to be super fun now.
It's going to be super fun. We have Onkar from the elevator. We have Odyssey, who fought her way to be on the team, by the way. So clearly, we have two fighters here.
Correct.
Both players are people who fought to make it here to play this game, guys. We have players here who are really, fighting to make everything happen here. We have the accounts ready, Danish. Whenever you want to get them to start, you can start off. Swaraj, anything you have to say here? Your team backs up against the wall. You're the underdogs in this fight now.
Yeah, things are not looking very well. I must say, Sagar's team has played exceptionally well till now. But so let's see. Nothing taking away from them. They have played really well. Let's see if our top order can do some magic.
This is truly the top order here. We're going to see what happens. And Onkar decides to start with the black pieces. As I said, we're looking at all the games with the white pieces. So we'll look at your queen, our queen, everyone's queen, Odyssey, who's going to be playing here with the white pieces. And we have a Karu Khan in this position. We have takes. And okay. We're going to have d4 here. This is okay. This is a very common. I play this online all the time. The Karu Khan is my expert repertoire. And Onkar is choosing to play very quick here. So he seems to be getting quite a bit of a time advantage in this position. Odyssey is going to be down about 30 seconds. And the game's going to get very interesting here. We have both players, especially Onkar is fighting. He needs to get a double victory here to pull off anything that can work here. And we'll see what happens. We'll see. If the game is very close, maybe we try to pull off. Maybe there's some plot twists coming. We'll see. If the game is still close enough by end of matches, we'll see if we can do some plot twists here. Okay. This is I'll be genuinely honest, this might be one of the best games we've seen till now. Just really clean play by both the players here. A bit of a critical position here. Black has fought the white pieces here. The pawn on c3 and a2 is hanging. Question is which pawn is the one to protect here. And I wonder if there is some sneaky queen traps available, but I don't know. Question mark? Bit of a question mark move here. I don't know if this is. There's some sneaks over there if the players calculate correctly. Oh my god. Is Onkar going to keep playing fast? No, he seems to have taken a small pause here. I'm not going to say he takes the okay, and now rook a1, queen c2. He plays queen c1, but now she plays queen c1. Now Onkar is going to get way out of dodge here as quickly as possible to prevent the queen trap. Just almost queen trap was there. The queen just had a square on b2. And I wonder if there was anything after b2 because the c3 pawn was hanging on b2. So I don't know. I don't know for sure whether Odyssey had anything there. But b4 was definitely some creative idea by Odyssey that she's thinking very trickily here, as is in the style of Sagar's team. As we all know, Sagar, as he mentioned himself, he's a very tricky player. I am yapping a lot, so if you guys want to chip in, I don't mind. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm taking up too much of the commentary.
I'm not sure if it is a good inspiration or a bad inspiration that the team is taking up to my style. Usually they are better players than this. But yeah, if it works, it works, right?
Yeah, that's a good point, Whatever works at the end of the day. Oh,
nice one.
Scar with the
Oh!
Wow, Onkar had such a good position. He blundered the discovered attack here, guys. That is so disappointing to see for Swaraj's team.
Just like her ID, she loves queens.
My God, yeah.
She got one for herself.
She got one for herself here, and wow, Swaraj just seems going to struggle to pull this back in any way. I mean, what can you do here? It is difficult. Man, Jesus. This is quite sad here to see here. Rook comes to b3. I mean, Onkar is going to try. I'm sure Onkar is infuriated with himself. This is a kind of blunder that would put you on tilt, and you have one more match incoming, and Onkar is going to have the white pieces for that match. But I don't know whether he's going to have the state of mind to recover from such a blunder. I mean, I would break so many things if I was in Onkar's position right now. Probably some of my bones also. So I mean, huge respect to Onkar. He's still playing on. It's a very tough thing to do when you've blundered like this, and you are in a position where you're in a must win situation for your team. There's some live streaming stakes here, all that. I just want to quickly give a huge shout out to all the players. None of us are camera ready as such. None of the commentators, none of the captains. It's not a difficult thing to play when cameras are on you, when people are watching your game live. It's a lot of pressure, and a huge respect to all the players who are giving their best shot here, and putting it all out for their captains, for their teams. And a huge congratulations to Chess Nexus hitting. It's their 3-year anniversary. Don't forget what is our main purpose of being here, to bring chess together as a community. The match is not over yet, though. I'm not making this monologue as like a bye everyone. I'm just having a quick shout out to all the players and the captains as well, who are giving us their time. I am very grateful for this event. It's a very fun time.
This is a super fun event.
Very entertaining.
I just scolded my team just now after OTC got the queen, but I told them they don't know how to play chess. It's about going for the king and not get the queens all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. They get it.
Yeah. Sounds like some good
Oh man.
man. We're gonna have the next game here, and Onkar is gonna be put into a.
I think we've already won the tournament, right? Technically.
I'm not sure. I mean,
Yeah. We have 13 points. There is no way they can get ahead of us anymore.
oh, they will hit 11 points if they win all their games, right? From here on out.
Correct. Correct.
I mean, we're all here. We've cleared our Sunday evenings. I say let the remaining players play. Yeah.
Wow. I think OGC really wants to watch the Wimbledon, which is why she wants to finish the tournament early.
Yeah. Yeah. Onkar, he's come here from his elevator, and OGC is given a pawn here. Unclear for what purpose. Onkar gets the pawn advantage early on. This is also what happened last game. I'd like to remind everyone before Onkar very ceremoniously hung his queen and all his pieces. Pawn advantage clearly not as amazing as one would think at this level. There's a good move, queen b6. There is definitely some like bishop a3 just protecting and getting out of any pin issues. Yeah, very good job. Very clean move by Onkar. And yeah, I mean, the team Swaraj can still, save their dignity here by pulling off the remaining wins. The final scoreline could show us something different than hopefully 21-1 or something. Who knows, we might have some plot twists incoming. Maybe some plot, some storyline is remaining for this event, especially when we get to the captains. So I'm going to just keep it in mind. Might still be some secrets incoming. You guys are at 13 now, right? Sagar?
Yes, we are at 13. I mean, anything we do from here, we are still winning the tournament.
Probably, yeah.
We just got some juice out of the games with Avinash and Jay
Mhm.
Goel.
True.
But it's going to be a crazy match. This is the games coming after these ones. I want most of the viewers to watch them because there'll be a lot of things to
Definitely. We have
learn.
some very talented players coming. We're going to reach like the highest rated players very soon. So there's going to be like a slugfest between them. No one's going to take it
Yeah, it's
easy on
going to be
anyone.
very crazy, and I can imagine Avinash because he's a team player and that the
Yeah,
team has already won. He's going to have a very aggressive play.
true. Avinash is a very good player, by the way. Just to clarify for everyone, Avinash is a wonderful chess player. He is very classy.
And so the best players have a free hand to play as wild as possible
Sure,
because we
definitely.
have nothing to lose anymore. So it's going to be really crazy.
That's true. That's totally true. Stay tuned, guys. There is still a lot of exciting things coming. And if Onkar pulls off this game, then we'll see what happens next. Onkar is up a pawn right now. He can take the knight. I guess it's not all that good also. He has some very he has some great, what we call here initiative. Just a lot of good, good tempi, some 95 moves, great entry into black's position, some knight c5, knight e5. All these things are really good here, playable. Takes the knight would lead to takes, and okay, it would not be as good of a position. But there's so much that is kept. Actually, takes the knight. Is it winning here? I don't know. He plays knight e4. Okay, and we have rook takes. That rook's going to have to move, and then black might lose his bishop in the corner, but it's not all that impressive. Okay, that's a nice move by uh, black, actually, by Ojusi, by the queen herself. She plays a wonderful move. Although in this game the queens are off the board, so who knows? Maybe Ojusi is not feeling as comfortable this game as the last one where she had her queen. So let's see what happens here. Right now the score line is 13-1, guys. We have this game coming in. We have two more pairings before the captains could potentially play.
What I admire about my teammates is although OGC knows that the team has won, but she is still playing a very closed and a strong game,
Mm-hmm.
keeping it to the spirit of the game.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's players tend to get a little bit lax once they know that the team has won, but
Correct.
it's like you have to value the game of chess itself in that way, right? To be like, I don't
Yes.
care, I want to play a good chess game. That's what's important. And okay,
And
right
this
now,
round in particular, I didn't tell OGC, but I was slightly concerned because I have played Onkar in the past and he's a strong player. And OGC's rating were not matching exactly to Onkar. I think Onkar is more than 300 points ahead of her.
yeah,
And
definitely.
in
And
a lower rating, it does matter, as we discussed earlier.
exactly,
But
exactly. And as we could see, Onkar had developed a reasonable position in the previous game also before his almost you could say it's an unexplainable blunder by Onkar. I don't think that's something I would expect from him. I mean, he's not
correct,
like 2000 rated or anything, but definitely a blunder of that type was not something you could expect from a player of Onkar's level, yeah? So it's
correct.
definitely uncharacteristic of him. But OGC definitely, as I said, very tricky and pulled off some very good moves to seal the deal with that game. Very good fighting spirit you can see from both players here.
And she made it count. She hustled herself
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
team.
definitely. Definitely. Really proved herself here. F5 coming in. Check. Definitely a few holes in the black position here. Lot of and she Onkar wins the knight here. We might have, by the way, I just want to clarify. Swaraj's team, the seven good folks, have not won a game yet in this match. So this, if Onkar pulls off the win here, this will be the first win for the seven good folks here. So let's see what goes on here. See what happens. It seems that there are some requests for me to scream the rook. Oh, the bishop. Wait, did it? Was that? Did it take a knight or? Oh, okay, it took a knight. I thought it was a plain blunder for some reason. Okay, yeah. So hopefully we'll see some rook sacks here, and I will get to scream the rook for everyone. We'll see what happens. The chat is having a good time. We're having some really good chess played here by both teams, and yeah, it looks like, barring anything absolutely insane happening, Onkar might. I shouldn't jinx, no, but Onkar might pull off,
Yeah,
might pull off the first victory for.
Omkar just came out of a stuck lift, so let's not
Yeah.
jinx that.
That's true. Definitely a lot of. It'll be good for the seven good folks. Onkar and Ojusi are both down to about 30 seconds on the clock now. This is about the time we can expect to see some
Fireworks.
fireworks. Yeah, exactly. The game's about to get very interesting here. White is still up a piece, but White needs to simplify the position in a way that's easy to handle here. Probably Rook D1 is coming next. Rook
Yeah,
D1,
I
Rook
would have
A5, and
preferred if
Rook D1, Rook
Ojusi
A5,
had
and I can just
protected her
sack.
bishop on b2 or b7.
White could have just sacked there in that position. Like, you want to trade off all the pieces. The king and pawn endgame is much easier to win than a. Oh, that's a free. Oh, there was a discovered check there.
Oh, yeah.
Missed a lot of misses. Again, as I said, right, as the time pressure comes, we're going to see a lot of sketchy. Oh, that's a free rook. Okay, and now Onkar just needs to calm down. Not seeing a lot of calmness here.
Oh, I can see Ojusi playing almost pre-moves.
Yeah, she's down to 1 second. She kind of needs to pre-move here. Oh, and Ojusi loses on time. And the scoreboard heading into the fifth game is going to be 13-3. All right. Now, captains, any thoughts before we head into the fifth game? The fifth game, which is going to be between two players whose names are.
I think we're at 14-2 now. Am I right?
No, it was 13. 13-3. Just now, Onkar won, right?
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad.
Yeah. Sagar's just so used to his team winning that he's only like able to fathom the opportunity that a draw could happen. Okay, I want to get quick thoughts before we get started with the next round, which is between Omkar Sawant and Priyansh Bafna. Quick thoughts from both Sagar and Swaraj before we head into the next game. Sagar, can we hear from you?
Just 1 second, sorry.
Okay, in the meantime, Swaraj, do you mind?
Yeah, yeah, it was not a good game, good tournament for us. Like, I think we are even if we like win all the games now, it's unlikely that we're going to win. But yeah, Onkar definitely had some chances in the first game. Missed some the tricks by OJC, which was a very good trick. I would like it happens. This kind of blind spot does happen. Like no neglecting the bishop on e3 is something which I have done in the past. Bishop on a3, bishop on a7, right? It happens. But second game was very clean. It was very good. So, and he gave us the first win. So not complaining that much. Let's see what the other two games happen. Maybe let's see. Let's see.
Yeah. 1 second. And let me just get the player's name online. And then I have a quick announcement to make. A very quick announcement. Swaraj, who's the player from your team now? Priyansh, right?
Yeah, it's Priyansh.
Okay, let's just get it up. All right, guys. As I already mentioned a couple times, a little sneakily, there are some plot twists that we had in store. You might have been thinking, yeah, the captain's just going to sit here, comfortably watch, play in case there's a draw. We have a plot twist. I have a big reveal here. We had something prepared just in case, something like this would happen. So the announcement I'm going to make right now is that the captain's games are worth double the points. So a win is worth 4 points for the captains. So there is still stakes to play for here. For Swaraj's team, they're not out of the count. This was a good backup just in case things went like this to keep the event entertaining. I hope you guys are okay with this. I want both captains' consent on this before we approve this plot twist.
Yeah, I'm up for a game all the time. In fact, I was getting bored sitting on the sidelines.
Great. So we are going to have the next games starting off now. Okay? We're going to be starting off the next games now between Priyansh and Omkar. And yes, Swaraj's team still has stakes to play for here. The event is not over. There's a lot more that we can get.
So technically, I think even if there are double points, I guess me and Swaraj have 8 points to divide amongst us.
Yeah, exactly.
And the tournament total is 24, 32. So whichever teams already get 16. So if we can cross 16 before me and Swaraj play, again,
that's true. Definitely. This definitely adds more stakes for both the pairings upcoming. These two also have a little bit more pressure on them now. Even your team, Sagar, they don't want to let it go down to you. Of course, they want to carry the captain, make sure that he doesn't need to shake off any dust and get back on the chessboard. I'm just playing with you, okay?
Yeah. No, I absolutely, I'm on for it.
Yeah. So let's get the next game started. Danish, can you set up the next game here? Yeah. Get us going, and stay tuned, guys, because action is still going on. If Swaraj's remaining two pairings are able to pull it off for the team, then the onus will be on Swaraj. Definitely, the team are still underdogs here. They still have quite a bit of points disadvantage to catch up with. But Priyansh's match here is going to be crucial. I think Sagar's team's on 13 points, right?
Correct.
As we said, if they reach 16 points, so a win and a draw would make it impossible for Swaraj to catch up. Yeah?
Correct. 16 is the halfway mark.
Yeah. So here, Swaraj's team needs to pull off double wins here. And we're going to start off Omkar versus Priyansh. And this time, Swaraj's team starts with the white pieces. So we have 1800 Priyansh. Okay. The game got aborted, I think. Not sure exactly what happened here. Is everything okay? Oh, it was just 5 plus 0.
The game was of 5 minutes, not 5+1.
They're just going to set up a 5+1 now soon, and we're going to have the event going ahead. Don't forget to hydrate, guys. This is a hectic event, Very stressful. Lots on the line. And by lots on the line, I mean glory at Chess Nexus. There is no exact reward for, there's no cash prize for both the teams here. I will give you all a hug.
Oh wow,
They have
D4.
started, by the way.
Yeah, I'm getting it started.
Man, D4. That's gonna be crazy.
We have D4, huh? We're just gonna get the game loaded, guys. Give it a second. My wonderful net does not like me. But okay, we get.
For the life of me, I'm too scared to play the D4 ever.
Really?
I seldom play D4.
Actually, D4 is my personal repertoire here. I play D4 all the time. I'm a Queen's Gambit player.
I've made so many blunders on D4, I can't even remember.
Okay,
The opening for me, which I get scared to play against, is the Italians. So I never play E5 against E4.
Priyansh takes a piece here. We had a piece blunder.
Priyansh
We had
gets the first
C4
blunder.
with the fork here. I mean, also just want to clarify for all the people watching, the game started as a D4, but it transposed into a Caro-Kann advanced version very quickly. And honestly, this structure looks very much more like a French position. So the players have transposed quite a bit as they've been playing along, and White is now down a piece, and he has pressure on him. The good thing for the black pieces, though, is a pretty aggressive pawn structure. And so, if he castles, White does have a lot of ways to put pressure on him. But black is doing some wonderful stuff with counterplay. He has some like takes, and then this is also something that needs to. We might have the bishop on e3 being another star role in this game, so definitely something to look out for. And let's see what happens here. We have takes on c4. We're going to have potentially some idea of d. Okay, after takes, we have some potential d5 here.
I would have played rook to C1, kind of pinning the pawn. That was a trick there.
That was a nice idea also. Fair. A5 played here, and now d5 comes with tempo. I mean, d5 was
And keep the advantage.
bishop c5.
Oh, no.
Actually, bishop c5 was a move I completely missed here. Clearly, the commentator needs to be doing his tactics and just learning chess a bit more. My apologies, guys. I am just your regular average player, so I can't do the best commentary for all these moves. But
Yeah. That's very humble of you, Clive.
I mean, come on.
The only player in the entire Chess Nexus who plays a bomb cloud. So
And wins.
and wins.
I mean, okay, winning is questionable, guys. Like, winning is more like the wins I get are more. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Priyansh gets the exchange here, but I don't win. I get lucky. That's more the thing that happens. And okay, yeah. This is just sort of falling apart for Omkar here. On push. Yeah, sure. I'll take a look at maybe some of the players' stats. In the meantime, see what they've
Oh,
been
this
up
is
to.
getting exciting now.
There is some. I mean, just takes though. There's not much for Omkar. Omkar's done a lot of pieces here. He takes this.
Yes.
Interesting. He can't do this though because there's a pin here.
I don't know if having a new account and having a low rating kind of makes me nervous because I remember I
That's
used
a
to
good
play
point.
only on chess.com.
That is a good point. Sometimes you see the number and you only get a little bit worried. Or he just decides to sack the knight for the 2 pawns. This is actually a very clean approach. There's always this saying. Sometimes when you're up a lot of pieces, you like to just sack some of it back, some of the material, to just get a much more easy playable position. Definitely an option.
You convert your piece advantage to position advantage because
Exactly.
in the end, it's a position advantage which is going to win you the game.
You don't want to allow counterplay for the opponent. That's one of the main things to consider. Yeah. So. Okay.
That was a blunder.
It looks like we've had our fair share of Botes gambits in this match. Botes gambits are plenty here. Swaraj's team has won now 2 in a row.
I just learned what the joke is about.
Sagar, your voice
How
is.
many queens blunders have we had today? Did we have a count?
I don't know. I remember we had two queen blunders, and then towards the start of the game, did we have any queen blunders? I think we had one or two in the start also. We had a
Four.
lot of queen blunders today. Okay, as we all know, we have the Sicilian defense Nejmetdinov Rosen variation. As we all know, the deep, nuanced theory to this position, of course, right? Both players here well in their prep. We have 94, 95. Only rook c8 here. Queen a4 maybe is incoming. Queen b6. He plays d4 instead.
Would have played queen b3.
Queen b3 is also an option. Takes. We have this double pawn structure, but we have like takes and c5 potentially of Omkar. Both these players are balanced. 1500 is only Omkar's rating because he's opened a new account here. So don't worry.
It's a new account. He's an 1800 plus, 1900 plus player, actually.
Oh yeah. So definitely this is a very balanced match. Priyansh has taken the lead here, so we are at now. Okay. The next match might have a lot of onus on it.
I mean, as you can see, it's a new account because, yeah.
Yeah, of course. 1500 is the provisional rating given to all players on chess.com.
Yeah, as you can see, the first game he lost 71 points. So that is because of because it is a new account.
The score is now, I think, 13-5, right?
13-5, yes.
Yes. So again, Priyansh is in still. It's one of those things that he can't afford even a draw here. He has to play for a win in this position. Okay, he plays rook c1, but I actually prefer to take and then play rook c1. Because now c4, okay, he doesn't play c4. Takes. Now some like b3. Oh, there is some complications here. Oh, even knight d3 is a fun idea. Just protects the b2 pawn and attacks the bishop. He decides to play knight e7. I think this is like a bit of an unnecessary. It's what we call sometimes an overcommitment. Like after takes on b2, feels like it was a bit of an unnecessary. Maybe he takes on d5 and the game still goes on somewhat.
That knight was actually a strong knight, and the white bishop of blacks was actually kind of doing nothing. Now it's got something to do.
Exactly. That bishop was like the black's worst piece, and now you're allowing black to trade it off. Not something that is probably recommendable. We have takes on b2 directly, but that, okay.
Oh.
Interesting. He takes the knight instead of the rook. Was there some like discovered attacks in that position?
I would have kept the black bishop and give away the white bishop.
Queen takes
If I
a7
strong
here.
then.
Queen takes a7, bishop
Bishop
d6.
d6, bishop d6.
No, then you blundered the queen. We blundered the queen. First, you have to move the queen. Yeah. Swaraj here giving us a little sneak peek of what's to come in his match. Takes on c8, fair enough. Queen. Still some counterplay thanks to the queen on the second rank, and that's why exactly why Priyansh is trying to clear that out. We have material is equal here. I just want to quickly point out for everyone that material is equal. And that means that Priyansh is not yet winning this game. He has an outside pass pawn, but also the thing about outside pass pawns, if it's not done correctly, it can be quite a weakness. So definitely lots to sort of consider. Queen to e2, deciding not to do anything. A4 here maybe. A4 and just start pushing that pawn, yeah? Like.
Then I would play rook c4.
Rook c4 is a very good move that I missed.
I would take your pawn.
Knight e4 again forces trades, but bishop takes would lead to some complications, I guess. Maybe some sack if pawn to f6 is played. We have had no rook sacks yet, so I cannot scream the rook, guys. But at some point, hopefully. Oh,
What
oh,
was that?
I don't like that move at all. Like a4 now, and like, what's that knight doing?
Yeah, knight on the rimless dim.
Exactly, exactly. And knight on c1 sees no one. Queen takes a2 though? What is Priyansh doing? Yeah, what's happening here?
Oh, that's actually a smart, sneaky way to get the pawn because the queen won't take the knight anymore.
Yeah, it's mutual blindness from the players, it feels like. And now
Oh,
Priyansh is down a pawn. And
exactly. He
it's
got
a
a
very
pawn
like
at least.
it's a very symmetrical position here.
Again, the same fundamental. The knight is dim, so maybe might as
Yeah,
well just exchange it.
if he takes
Oh
the
no, he can go for the bishop instead. That's I
Hmm.
think even better than taking the knight.
If I take with the bishop, maybe okay.
Oh wow,
Omkar deciding to
he
keep pieces on
loves
the
his
board.
knights.
Maybe he thinks the game would end in a draw, and he wants to play this one for a win to keep the edge. Could be what's going on in
He likes the
Omkar's
knights.
mind.
He wants to keep his knight alive.
Priyansh attempting to trade queens here again. I don't know if that's the right play in this position. Okay, he plays this move, which is a good idea. We're gonna end up in some form of position here. Queen d2 again, and takes on e6 and try to grab that. But the game goes on.
I think queen c4. Oh yeah, nice.
Queen c4 is a good move. Rook e1, rook
Yeah,
c1.
that's what I would have played.
Yeah, now things are getting sketchy.
Uh, queen d5. Here I would play queen d5. Get out of the
Mm,
way. Protect both the pawns. Keep it on the white square because he's got a black bishop
huh. Queen a6
running
after that
around.
might be something
So I would
for
keep
that.
my queen and rook on white squares.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Queen d5 is a nice move here. Yeah, queen d5 is a very good move here.
Yeah.
F4 maybe. F4 to keep the
Guys,
game
it's
going.
just intuition, okay? This is not, what do you call, stream
Yeah, yeah,
sniping.
yeah.
The
Now,
last three
now,
moves
oh,
Omkar
wow.
made were exactly the ones which I thought I would play.
That's true. But that just might be because Omkar is good at chess.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, and now we have some. Oh my God! Wait, did Priyansh pull this back somehow?
Oh, there's a matrix.
I don't think it's
Oh,
preventable.
there's a
He has to
matrix.
sack his queen. He sacks his queen. Oh my God! Priyansh might be starting the comeback here. Okay, check and take the rook then. Oh my God! Don't blunder the rook. Don't blunder the mate. And okay, Omkar is down on time. He's down on hope.
Oh,
He's down everything, guys. I think
oh, yeah,
Omkar is in
right.
disbelief. He's not even playing a move. Oh
Oh, it's
my!
getting exciting now.
Oh my God, guys!
13 is to 7.
It is not over. Things could come down to the
That's a
absolute.
great comeback
What
from Team Swaraj.
comeback from Swaraj's team here. And okay, guys, I swear none of this is scripted, okay? I swear on God, this is just pure entertainment. I think even if we tried, we couldn't script these games. Not even a little bit. So we're at 13 is to 7 now. 13 points for Team Sagar and 7 for Team Seven Good Folks. So we're gonna have the game go down now to Newbie Fisher versus Jagol Phoenix Golem. So this is almost like you could say this is the
This is the best game in the last 3 years.
yeah
This is going to be the most epic battle of the 3-year anniversary.
yeah yeah
Maybe we want to start this game after 2-3 minutes. Maybe put a shout out on the Chess Nexus group
Can we
for
just
everyone
get a
to
quick
see.
like I'll let Danish know to take a quick pause. Danish, can you tell them to wait?
Shall we start this at exactly 7 o'clock? Like take a 6 minute break.
That works. Let's all just have a quick break. In fact, let's hear a little bit more from the captains.
Let's have a super shout out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, yes.
Danish, can you just inform them to keep the game on pause? Yes, 6 minute break. It's done. All right, let me zoom in on our captains here. Hello, everyone. We're taking a quick pause here to have a one sec, to have a oh no wait one second to have a chat with our captains Sagar and Swaraj. Um, what an event it has been so far, yeah. It's an absolute, fest of an event here. Swaraj, can we hear from you first? How are you feeling heading into the final match of your team members?
Yeah, sure. Definitely some voice in the head and heart still alive. It was a good turnaround. Vidyansh really played both games really well. In the first game, it was the same situation as in Odyssey versus Onkar, like the d5 push and the bishop on e3 is targeting the queen on b6. But he was able to find bishop c5 and he was able to convert that into a clean win.
Yes.
Second game had a bit of friction on both sides. Definitely, बहुत अच्छा खेला दोनों ने. But yeah, the queen a7 was amazing. कि बाद में एक black didn't have anything. Bishop e5 queen a7 was amazing. But yeah, both players actually played well. This was not a very even though the score was at 2-0 on that thing. I wouldn't call it like a completely demolishing win. Both players played their best, and it was a great entertainment for the viewers.
Yeah, definitely. Sagar?
Yeah, it was a great game for our team as well. And so there are some things which play out in your mind when you have a new account and a new board. Because I remember personally, I used to play only on chess.com and then I switched to rechess. Everything seems the same, but somehow the visual kind of sometimes put me off. So I started losing more games on leeches somehow. And it took me some time to get my ratings back on leeches as good as they were on chess.com. And so I guess it does happen. I've had it in the past as well on the same platform itself when I had to start with a new ID. Somehow I was struggling even with the 1500s and 1200s when I was already 1900 on my previous account.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a very common experience. Happens a lot to players when they're switching accounts, switching the websites. But very exciting so far. What has just
But
happened?
eventually, I'm very glad that. Eventually, I'm very happy because when we chose the teams, Swaraj and myself, we wanted to have a equal balance and make sure it's a very tough fight. And now that the gap is closing, it just feels great that it's completely worth it. See, in the end of the tournament, we are all the same team. We are all a part of the Chess Nexus. So it's good to have wins on both the sides.
Exactly. Speaking of, let us take a quick look at what we have going on here. We have both our players here. We have Newbie Fisher. He is 21
Yes.
29 blitz. He's not been playing all that much recently. He has been on a win streak though. He has been playing online. He has been practicing. And we have on the other side, I believe the account's name is Phoenix Golem. Let's take a quick peek at how that account looks like. Right? Let's see how these players might square up. Let's see what kind of form they've been on heading into this final exciting match. I don't know why the screen became so light all of a sudden. But yeah, I mean, this is Jay Goel, right? From Team 7 Good Folks. We can see he has 2191 rating. So he's also been increasing rating quite a bit recently. In fact, if you look at his graph here, he has had quite a meteoric rise actually. Right? He has had a
We can't see your
2008.
screen.
Sorry?
We are not able to see your screen.
Oh yeah, I'm sharing it on the stream. That's why. If I share it on both the Google Meet and the stream, some weird stuff happens. So you can see it on the stream if you like. Open up the stream sideways to see the visuals. Okay. Um, but
Oh,
yeah,
2189 versus 2191, was it?
yes, exactly. We have here. We have like
Oh, wow.
you can see that Goel came down to like about 1900 and then astronomically rose, and he's at his peak right now. By the way, Just worth noting that 2191 is Jay Gold's peak. So we are going to have a banger of a game here. We're going to have a banger of a fight. Anything can happen here between Newbie Fisher, who's Avinash here from Team Ocean 6, and Phoenix Golem, who is Jay Goel from Team 7 Good Folks. Anything can happen here. It's almost 7. 6 minutes have passed like that only. So we are going to almost like head into the action very soon now. Uh, Stay tuned, guys. This is going to be sort of, we're reaching the climax of this epic showdown, and the games have just gotten really exciting. We were still really close. Anything can happen here, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on what happens with Newbie Fisher and Phoenix Golem here. I think we can inform Danish to get them started with their games, yeah?
Yeah, I think we should get started at 7 o'clock now.
Probably going to have some
Let's go!
games here. These guys are 2200 rated. They're about like 100 rating points close to me. I'm rated about 2350 on chess.com. So I'd have a difficult time with any of these players on any given day. So, we're going to see some high level chess stuff that maybe goes beyond our commentators' comprehension as well. But we will try our best to keep things logical and keep things simple enough for everyone to follow what happens as these behemoths, as these absolute titans of the Ocean 6 and the 7 Good Folks clash here. And let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes and what happens here. But regardless of what happens in this final match, this event has been an absolute banger of an event, and the climax is only going to just make it even more exciting. Yeah, the game has started. We're going to spectate the game now. So let's see what happens here. This is going to get very interesting here. The score is, I think, 13-9, is it? The score currently?
It's 37.
37. Okay. 13-7. Okay, yeah. Cool. Okay, and Jay goes for this f5 approach here. We seem to have had an e4, e5 Petrov defense. And now h3 is going to be played here. I wonder how well versed Avinash is in this position, because if not played perfectly here, we could have some big kingside attack incoming. Jay is definitely considering whether he should be trading or going back. I think I would have preferred going back actually, but fair enough. He's thinking some g5, g4 ideas now. And this bishop will go to d6 after g5 is played. Okay, the game's not as simple as it looks here. This knight is pretty poorly placed. It would have actually liked to develop to d7, and I'm pretty sure that Jay is going to realize that very soon. Bishop goes to g5. This is some kind of trading approach. I mean, he's not going to trade. I assume Avinash is going to play knight f1, and or maybe not. Yeah, he plays knight f1. The question is, are you actually going to go all the way here and just allow black this develop? I feel like now is a good opportunity to see what to do with this knight, because it's a pretty poorly placed knight. I might actually genuinely consider something like this in this position, because this immediately blunders some weird stuff here. Maybe queen f6, knight d1, knight d6, e6, but I still don't like that also. This knight genuinely is quite bad here. I don't know when he moved it there to d7, but it's not very well, to c6, but it's not very well placed here. I don't know about that. I don't fully support this idea, but if it works, it works, He's trying for g5, g4. I really don't know. Is he trying to go queen d7, something like this? Get this knight here. Maybe this knight could go here, and that has some potential for future jumps then. Definitely something that is, possible here. I can see that, I'm not hearing a peep from both captains. They're both watching really closely here. I think they're on the edge of their seats, because they know that if things go wrong here, it's going to go down to them. They're going to be the ones who are going to have to perform for their team. So we could be heading towards a very exciting climax here.
No, I guess Jay is a better player than Swaraj, and Avinash is a better player than I am. So we are learning from them actually right now.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
good
that's
one.
actually true. Like this Petrov, I'm familiar with, but this F5 line, I have never studied it in my prep. So yeah, it's always something great to learn from your teammates. Yeah.
F5 is a very rare sort of variation in the Petrov. You don't see it very often, if I'm being honest with you. I actually have a friend. His name is Devarsh Borkataria. He's about 2000 FIDE rated. He's also Commonwealth champion. He plays the Petrov quite often. So I've seen him play a lot of Petrovs. This is not a very common approach. G6 knight G7 is a very common approach. Very common. Like knight E8 knight G7 and with G6 to get the bishop to F5. Very common.
I don't have much theoretical knowledge. What is a Petrov? What does a
The
Petrov look
Petrov
like exactly?
is where
Ins-
you allow the pawn to
Instead of E4, instead of going knight C6,
Okay,
you play knight F6.
This is the Petrov.
understood.
E4,
Often,
E5, knight F3, knight F6, and you can kind of challenge each other's e pawn.
yeah. And
Oh,
so
okay.
oftentimes, right, the point of the Petrov is this bishop does not get to trade off. And as you can see that Jay Goel played G4 and took, a common idea is always to go knight G6. Sorry, pawn, what?
What? Oh, that's a very tricky move.
I don't even
That's a
understand.
pin. That's a pin. If the queen takes the knight, it's going to get pinned.
Oh. And as you can see, this knight being here is actually genuinely a problem. As I said before, the
That's
pawn
a
is
good
actually
break. That's a good break from those two pawns.
very clever move by Mr. Avinash here. Quite a tactic he's detonated on the white pieces. Bishop b3 is incoming. This is a very things are going to be very dangerous.
Does knight takes F2 work?
Knight takes f2. So how are you getting your piece? Oh, okay. And you're just going to sack the exchange for these two things, huh?
Yeah.
You just plays king h8, fine. But what I was saying was, yeah,
Mm.
g6 with the idea to get this knight to g7 and put the bishop on f5 to trade off the bishops is a very common idea. Because this bishop, as we can see in this game, gets the black pieces into a lot of trouble. And trading off the bishop for the knight is actually not preferable in the Petrov. Now, again, I am telling this from my very limited knowledge of the Petrov. I'm a 1d4 player, not a 1e4 player. So I don't know as much as maybe some of the players who are playing the game right now do. But as far as I know, this is my knowledge from the Petrov. As I've said, these players are better than me. So I'm going to let them do the talking with their moves.
So Avinash has a lot of time and is also 1 point ahead.
That's
I
true.
think in the
Jay,
scramble,
I
Jay
think
might
now
get a little
knight G4.
frustrated.
I think now knight G5 is threatened, or is it now? Maybe not. No.
knight f queen h5,
Yeah,
g6.
yeah, yeah.
Look in black, white. Just play knight takes f5. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. What's the plan here? Takes and rook f8. But then queen takes e4 is coming. Okay, it looks like Avinash might take the first game here for the Ocean 6 team here. Then we'll have
What a fire!
what will the scoreline be?
15 is to 7.
Okay. Okay, and so basically, Swaraj's team has to win the next game for, or even a draw. No, yeah, if there's a draw in the next game, then we will have Swaraj needing to win both games plus winning an Armageddon. Absolutely throw hands here.
The animals.
Yeah, yeah, straight up, straight up. Uh-oh. Says OBS Studio disconnected. Is the stream still going, guys? There's OBS Studio disconnected. Is the stream still going, guys? It's still going. I don't want to cut out the main event. Okay, reconnection successful. Hopefully didn't cut out. Just let me know, guys. Hope you guys can see everything and hear us. Maybe a bit of internet issues from my side. But Jay has taken this sort of King's Indian-esque approach. Actually, very reminiscent to something Sagar does a lot in his games. He can take like this too because of this. Now F5 is incoming. This disconnect is very annoying for the white pieces. F5 E4. It's quite like very irritating. But he decides to take and he gets a pawn up here. Okay, but he loses his like light square bishop. So it's not clear. Yeah, sorry about that. I think maybe I had some internet issues, okay? I hope the audio is clear for everyone now. Yeah, so white is gonna. Oh wow, what is this? Is this a tactic I'm missing again? I don't
That's a
understand.
sign. Why is it not? No, I can't see it.
Play something like this also afterwards. Like it's a very what? Okay, no, I guess this is also fine. Yeah.
Oh, there is always a tactic.
I don't know why he didn't play pawn takes.
That bishop is pinned.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know why he didn't just play pawn takes then. What happens if I play pawn takes in this position?
Correct, correct.
It's very odd. Like this choice by this choice by white here. Jay just
Golem.
the advantage. I mean, he has something like this to force a draw, I guess.
I think white should try to close the position by playing the queen pawn,
Pawn
which
d4,
is
yeah, definitely a
d4.
future idea.
No, but still. Okay, okay.
I mean,
The
okay,
bishop is gone as it is, and
okay, you can still play this
at least
position.
it will open up the line, the G line.
Yeah, yeah, that's what.
You can
Like
still
the
play
game
the
still
position
goes
by
up.
let the
Exactly.
G
Yeah.
line go.
Queen h4, very good. I should switch the side. We've been looking at things from white from the whole game. So this and now, yeah, yeah, and then takes. Play this and now
Now that's a draw.
d4
This can be a draw.
takes. Wait, if it's a draw, what's going to be the
This
score?
can be a draw. No?
Right now, it's not.
That's going to be 16 is to 8.
Oh my god! Then Swaraj has to take the double victory and the over like the and the Armageddon.
So even if Swaraj wins both the games, it's going to be a tie.
Yeah, and then he has to win
Then
an
so me
Armageddon.
and Swaraj will have to play a tiebreaker.
Oh my god! Does Jay know
Then
this though? Does
Swaraj
he
and
think?
myself will have to play.
Does Jay know this? Does he think he has to play for a win here? Will he know to make the draw? Does he know?
Well, then Swaraj has to win both the games.
Oh fuck! He plays d4 and takes on g6. G3 gets the takes on g3 wins the rook here. Unless rook king g1 played, he should take a draw here. He didn't. He didn't realize. I don't think he realized this. Oh my god!
But it's still draw. But it's still draw.
It's definitely draw.
He has an f8 square, no?
Yeah, king has an effect and it can be blocked by the bishop also. The white bishop.
Look, Queen G5. Oh, Queen G5. Queen G5,
Oh,
Queen
Queen
G28.
g5. He missed Queen g5. Oh, you're right. He had Queen g5 winning the rook. He is going to go Queen h6. His king is going to start running away soon. Now Queen g7, Rook f7 comes back, and game doesn't work out. Oh wow, we could have had some really spicy stuff happening, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case today. Oh, if Jay knew, if only Jay knew, he didn't realize. He could have just made the draw there. Wow.
I think it's just a psychological advantage because Avi did tell me that he has a plus on Jai Golem. Although
Oh,
they're
oh,
equal players, I think that's a psychological advantage he has
definitely,
over me.
definitely is something that often happens. Can he squeeze a draw here? So, oh my god, he's totally cocoon defensing this. And now the knight is super pinned also. It's very irritating for to do anything here.
Yeah. Only black can win from here.
Yeah, this looks over. Oh, that's so disappointing. We could have had we could have had something here.
A draw would have kept the tournament open.
Yeah. Oh, I think Jay's gonna be heartbroken when he hears about this. Oh, this is over. This is either
It's
mate or
over.
queen trade, no? And now Rook G1. No, Knight G7, Knight G2. Knight G2 take, 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 take. Everything is done. Let's go.
Oh, he resigned.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That was crazy.
That
That
was
was crazy.
genuinely crazy. I mean, at this point, I don't think there's a need to have the final two games then. I think we can probably wrap up the event here. What an event, huh? I am shell shocked right now. Genuinely, I don't even know what to say. Uh, Huge. I mean, I should obviously start off with huge congratulations to the Ocean Six team for winning the event. Um, Sagar, what do you have to say for your team? Any message for them? Anything that you want, stored on YouTube for history?
Well, after I selected the team and the way they've played today, there is nothing much to say. I mean, their games did all the talking for us. And I also wanted to compliment and congratulate Swaraj's team as well. They played some very good games. We also made some blunders. It's just one of those days that one team makes more blunders than the others. It's just a game of chess. Even Magnus Carlsen lost his last tournament miserably. So even the gods falter. That's why we love the game and hope to have more such tournaments and games for the entire chess nexus. Maybe more participants.
Yeah, that's amazing. Swaraj, your team unfortunately was not able to pull it off, but the tournament was so much closer than we might have initially expected it to be. In fact, in that last game, your player Jay had it. He had the draw, and if he noticed, if he realized, if he knew the math in that moment, that he could have pulled off the draw there and it would have gone to overtime, it would have gone to the captain showdown. He could have Y'all could have easily made a comeback. So this, even though the score line right now says 17-7, the match definitely was not a 17-7 match.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a great match. Congrats, Sagar, to you and your team. Amazingly played, everyone from your side. So yeah, a loss is a loss. It's disappointing, but what can we say? We accept it. We move on and we play for the next time. I am proud of my players. Even though we weren't able to get what we desired, but they pulled up a strong fight, and that's what matters. I mean, Jai refusing to accept the draw in the end and going for the win is what what I like about my team, and that's the thing that I'm proud of. That I had such great teammates who wanted to go even beyond what was possible. So proud of it, and it was great sportsmanship from both sides. Great job, Sagar, tutoring, I would say, or encouraging your team to go beyond. So yeah,
Yeah, it's worth
thank
noting
you.
that it's a respectable decision from Jay Goel, because if he did win, that would mean that Swaraj would just had to have won the two matches in a row and rather not have won three in a row. So it's definitely something that maybe he was considering, trying to make the your responsibility lighter also. It's definitely respectable decision from Jay Goel to not take the draw and play on for the win. Totally logical choice here. So yes, I think
So
Danish.
we had decided that we are going to host this event from 5 to 8 o'clock. I'm still okay to play a couple of games with Swaraj if everybody wants to see it. I
I
don't
think that's
mind
fine.
doing
I
that.
think people want to see it.
What
Anyone
do you
who's
think,
sad.
Swaraj? Can we play?
Yeah, sure. I don't mind as well. We can play for the event, even though the results has been completely like in your favor, and it can't be changed. But I am still am for a good chunk of games for our audience.
Yeah, actually, I'm being selfish. I want to play a couple of games on this event.
No, definitely. I think everyone wants to see a little bit more of chess action also, especially after we've had such a amazing, long, and very back and forth event. Danish had something to say. Our admin, say hi, guys.
No, I had the same suggestion right now.
Oh yeah, no,
The
no. I
same thing
was
like
also,
Sagar suggested.
I was also definitely just
All
about
right,
to
let's
suggest
do
it
it.
before anyone suggested it. So let's go. Sagar, what's the?
But then I'll have to get off this call because then it would be stream sniping.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
definitely,
it's
definitely.
simply Clive can mute now. Simply Clive can mute.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We can definitely do that. I can
Uh,
mute, and you guys won't be able to hear me on the meeting, but the stream will still be able to hear me, so that's fine.
oh,
Yeah, so you can stay on.
okay. So, all
Just
right.
be sure to mute yourselves. Also, I'm going to mute. You can send the challenge to each other now. Okay.
I'll mute.
Yeah.
I'll be playing on my phone. That's fine, right?
Ha ha.
Yeah, same.
Yes. Go
Okay,
ahead.
perfect.
Go ahead. Y'all are playing two Blitz games, same as the others.
Yeah, we'll play the same format, right?
Yeah, same,
5.1.
same, same.
Perfect. Yeah. All right.
So, yeah,
Okay,
I'm
guys.
Swaraj here.
Very quick aside. I'm gonna head to the washroom and be right back
Challenge.
while these players get their games underway. Okay.
How do I configure this custom game? 5 minute increment. As far as bro, do you know how to configure this? Can you send me a challenge?
हाँ मैं भेजता हूँ.
I think I just figured it out.
Hey everybody! It looks like we are going to have the captain showdown here. We're going to have both these players, these wonderful, wonderful players. We have Sagar Tanna, the leader
5+1
of
now.
Option 6,
5
and
Yeah.
also Swaraj Pai, the leader of Seven Good Folks. And we're going to see what happens in their games with each other. I'm just going to quickly check.
I'll go on mute.
I've sent.
Okay, the challenge has been sent, so I assume yes. We're going to have the game
All the
started,
best.
guys. Guys, get some cheers in the chat. Who are you supporting? Sagar or Swaraj here? It's the captain showdown. It's like the main event here. So put down in the chat whether you're team Sagar or team Swaraj. Okay, and we have Sagar going for his typical tricky King's Indian-esque Fianchetto position, but he has not done it on the king side. He's done it on the queen side this time. We have a pretty good pawn structure, actually, I'd say, from Sagar here. Okay, guys, it's just me here. So it's just me, myself, and I, and of course, my wonderful chat keeping me company. So as we can see here, we have the bishops going to d6. We're going to have knight shifting here. We're going to have all of this happening. So I'd say right now, I much prefer Sagar's position to Swaraj. Swaraj, in fact, actually, we should flip the board. I'm looking at it from all of White's perspective. Swaraj has some play, a little bit. If Sagar is not careful, he can definitely end up in a somewhat worse position. Yeah. So let's see what happens here. We have g3. We have h6 coming here. Pawns still looking like this over here. Things could go in any direction fairly. Right now, this knight's going to come to d7, this rook's going to come to d8, this bishop might come to d2, and this rook to e1. Again, I don't know whether I don't know how well white's development is compared to black's, right? This rook should come to e1 for sure, not this. This rook is quite useless. But okay, Swaraj chooses this one. I'd say again, it's more of a nuance. It's something like my brain, little bit perfectionistic sometimes, so it kind of wants the more like nuanced approach, but both rooks are basically equal, right? Both looks are equal. Let's have some cheers in the chat for Swaraj or Sagar here, guys. Let's have some support shown. I want to see some of the team members in the chat, guys. Call your team members, tell them to be following, tell them to watch the stream. This is a very tricky move by Sagar, preparing some sneaky ideas. We had some ideas like this in the match itself, actually, quite a bit. Happened a couple of times where that queen was pinned and had a lot of tactics like that. Once in the game between Jay Goel, I think it happened once in the game between Ojasi and Onkar also, or something like that. Definitely happens. They had a lot of queen blunders today, you know, a lot of interesting approaches, a lot of good sacrifices, you know. Okay, we have some pin going on here by Sagar. If bishop e3, we have some rook sack ideas here. Maybe not all that good, but definitely some ideas are available there. It's complicated. Position is tricky here. Anything can happen. So the bishop is on c5 pinning. Maybe either this or okay, he decides to take, and we have this kind of exchange. I wonder if he's going to go for check and rook e2. Definitely some potential ideas available like that. Check and rook e2, and I would say that Swaraj now has some potential to be having an advantage in this game. Swaraj is not so. I'd say his development is no longer as bad as I thought it was. Yeah, he goes for this check and rook e2 idea. I support this idea. I don't know if it's the best move. I'm not a grandmaster. Unfortunately, I am not the great legendary Danya Naroditsky. By the way, rest in peace. I hope you guys are all following the Danya memorial that's going on. He was my favorite grandmaster. I learned a lot of chess watching his YouTube videos. I never had a chance to get a small personal share for everyone. I never got coaching as a chess player, and I learned all my chess through watching YouTube videos. So Daniel Naroditsky was a big influence in my chess career. And given that nowadays I am not just a chess player, a federated chess player, but also a chess coach, I attribute a lot of my success to him and watching him when I was growing up. This is a fork, and this blunders a bishop now for Swaraj. Sagar will take the advantage here. King g4 is a ballsy move, going for glory, as they say. Rook d1. Again, it's a bit uncomfortable because as you can see, this rook never got into the game. All that time back, I said this rook should have gone to e1, and now this rook is just terribly placed. So black was threatening another fork. So yeah, g4 was not even the most, as you could call it, accurate square to put this king on. Probably h7 was best, but who am I to say? I'm not the one playing. f5 played by the black pieces. We have pawn going to c4, and this knight's gonna stick there on e5. I'd say right now is the time for black to improve his other pieces. Maybe this bishop has some a5 bishop a6 concept to apply, but then it goes b3. This bishop, we need to think about where to put it. I'm thinking of some like funky idea like this. If it was me, I'd be trying to come up with some weird maneuver like this. This would be me if I was playing this game. Yeah, the idea makes sense, but the point is after b3, like this whole dance by Sagar is quite pointless. And okay, like fair, this bishop is no longer as good, but after the bishop goes to b1, white is still happy. And I'd say that Sagar has not positionally played this in the best way possible here. Definitely more that he could have done. Yeah. Pawn to b3 in this position. Rook goes to e8 by Sagar. Fair move, actually, pretty good move. The idea is to come in with a check. And actually, it's a bit hard to stop. He has to play like rook e3, rook c3, but then this allows rook e2. And this bishop goes back, and I am now going to start getting in with both my rooks. And this knight still has a wonderful outpost on e4. Definitely Sagar in an advantage right now. So Swaraj is gonna. He has a. It's like a mountain he has to climb basically. So it's going to be tough for him. Rook to h2, as I predicted. I didn't predict this because I'm good at the game. I just predicted this because this is what makes sense. But let's see what happens here. Like anything could happen in this position. Definitely still some play left. This rook h6, h3 is a really annoying thing, yeah. But now I get the other rook in also. And it's like, oh, yeah, just get the other rook in and prepare some tactics like this. This bishop still not happy for Sagar. So it almost does feel like, they're playing piece down. I would play king h4 here. Because like, fuck it, we ball. Just play king h4 and pray, I guess. King h4, rook g2, rook e1, try to do some entry point. Right? Try to enter like this maybe. Right? I feel like king h. Yeah, oh my god, Swaraj plays king h4. There's a ballsy move. Would you look at that? Again, this is gonna be interesting. He does. I would go rook g3 here. Try to keep pushing on the idea of trying to get the. But then the thing is, king f7 just prevents any of that. Okay, we can try to enter like this now. Exactly. Swaraj is still counterplaying. This bishop's not happy. Bishop c8 incoming, obviously. Oh, check and then king h4. f4, king here. And Swaraj is down on time though. He's like down to 15 seconds, and but takes and it's just like what I was saying that time. You do trade to try to get into a positional advantage here. You will have rook g3 incoming to just start winning pawns. And actually, this is still a drawable position. Just so that everyone knows, you have something like this incoming and takes, and I go here, and then this I go here, and I have pawns, and I have counterplay against all of this. This makes sense. Pushes this. This pin might be coming with a knight take. If this comes in, I'll play king. Okay, fine. I take. Rook g4 does not work here. This pawn's not happy. I can. Okay, fine. Takes. Okay. And now we have a drawable position because the king is blocked off. The bishop's not like working in such a way. We want to get our king in. In fact, if black does not play this very well, black could end up in a heap of trouble here. King e7, pawn here, and like play this. Get the rook in, pawn push. Anything can happen here. And just so everyone knows, bishop and rook versus rook is a draw. So it's if anyone's playing for a win here, it's definitely Swaraj. Check. What? King move? That's not a good move. He should have definitely just played like rook h4 and continued the position. But you can start to see that, time is down. Yeah, respect for Daniel, I just, it's something that hurts to see. Oh, did Sagar blunder? Sagar has blundered here. There is no way to prevent the. Swaraj had one thing that he could do, which is push the pawn and promote. And it seems like Sagar has let him do that. Check and I take. And now he's trying to get back here. But now I have check. No. What is this, bro? Was that a misclick? Takes. He could have just played king takes. Oh, but this is a mistake. Oh, what? What? Does he think Swaraj is not good enough to get this checkmate in time? And then this rook swings over. Yeah, and now I give this check. Holy, we have Swaraj taking the first game here, guys. Sagar is just going to be chased to the edge of the board here. Yep. Up, that's a mate. That's the end of game one, and we have Swaraj with what I could genuinely call a comeback victory here. This was definitely not one game for Swaraj. Right. Yeah. Oh, we have the Aliekins defense here. I will be genuinely honest with you guys. I have no freaking idea how to play this position. I have no clue about how to play these Alekines. And C3 is played here. I do know C5 is a common idea, but okay. We seem to be having some form of King's Indian brewing here, but with the pawn on E5 already, and with the knight on C6. What do I feel about this? I don't know. And okay, Swaraj has almost won a pawn. It's just that he was going to lose this in the center, so he moves. He's going to probably have a lot of trades happening. Okay, he doesn't have a lot of trades. Bishop G7, castles for Swaraj, castles for white here. Knight goes to D2. Maybe knight goes to B3, gets to D4 somehow. Rook comes to D1. This one, I'll just go back here. I can just go back and the game continues here. And the game continues. There's a lot to play for in this position. Go A3 here. Go rook to D1. And we have general equality here. If you ask me who I think is having an advantage, I would tell you that I have no fucking idea. Because anyone could be having an advantage. It is a pretty equal position. Rook comes to D8. Now he brings the A rook, but actually I don't support this. I think this time the F rook should have been brought in. Just B6 or A5 should be fine here. Actually, none of those moves are even necessary. That knight is not happy over there, but what do you do with it is the question. If you take, the pawn takes on D4, and maybe you should play Queen C5, like Queen C5, something like this, and play that position. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure here. It's not my skill level. Okay, C5, logical move by black here. Swaraj's kingside pawns, not like the happiest, I would say. But I guess sorry, queenside pawns. Yeah, a lot of like softness here. Takes, rook takes, and not so clean. Knight back takes. Oh, takes, rook takes. Knight back to C7. But then queen comes back and just defends. This doesn't help. This is very clever, taking this instead of the central pawn, because this is quite a weakness. There's actually no way to defend this. So Sagar's going to end up a pawn here with the white pieces. And we're going to end up in quite a fun little position here where Sagar is going to have the extra passed a pawn. And if we enter into an endgame, we are not going to be super happy in this position. Now the knight moves somewhere. We don't know. That's the problem. I could play Queen C7, I guess. Queen C7 and the game goes on. But Queen C7 and we'll have Rook C1 deflecting. So Queen C7 will have Rook C1 like this, deflecting the queen from the knight. So that is something that we need to sort of keep a lookout for here. Unfortunately for black, it doesn't look like black has a way to save this pawn. I mean, yeah, I guess knight a8 or knight. That still blunders the pawn, but I assume he's thinking queen takes and he wants to block with the knight. Like he doesn't want to trade. Oh, he just trades. Again, knight's terribly depressed on. Okay, he brings it back to b6. Not play that I support here. And now white has these, like black has this pawn, which is genuinely more of a weakness than a strength. White has these two passed pawns. Everything is looking good for Sagar here. All signs point to a Sagar victory. This is logical approach. Can't push the b. Okay, actually you can push the b pawn because the rook from d3 protects the pawn on a3. And I am starting to get tired. My back is hurting, guys. You see this, guys? I sacrifice my back and my health for you viewers. So you better, like, I don't know, subscribe and buy a subscription or something. I don't know. I don't know what this monetization is on YouTube. I used to stream on Twitch. Bishop e6 makes is an interesting approach. Black will take the bishop first, and white should probably take the knight. Yeah, yeah. And this is genuinely looking game over for Swaraj here. Very soon, yeah, white is going to unashamedly push his pawns here. Bishop b3, just bishop a6 is even better because now I'm going to go a6 b5. Yeah, now a4 going in. Oh, wait, Swaraj found a trick. Oh, but wait. Oh, it's a check. It's mate for Swaraj. Wow. What a wow. What an absolute comeback. Holy, we need to get
He's
some
good.
viewers here.
It was nice times. You're muted. You're muted. Yeah.
Blundered the game.
Close game.
First game I had an advantage. Second game there was not much advantage. It was just,
Yeah.
so I should have after this move I should have played the bishop on a6 यहाँ पे starting to prevent the knight from coming to c4.
Right.
I should have tried that at least. And
There's some expert analysis.
yeah,
from
the rook was the rook. This is this was I was also considering this, but then I didn't want my rook to. After this, that pawn was weak. If I push that, then a3 becomes weak.
We can truly see that both
I
of
could
you
have
guys are
pushed it
quite
two
quite
squares.
equal. Like in both the games, it was like Sagar was pushing at the start. He had more or less like a decent slash winning advantage in both the games. And
The
Swaraj
first game
pulled off.
I was actually in a winning position. I think I blundered in the corner once because I was a bishop up, right?
Yeah,
I
you
just
were.
blundered on the pawn promotion.
Yes. You were
Yeah,
completely
yeah,
winning.
yeah,
You
yeah.
just I don't know. Swaraj had one source of counterplay, which was pushing the B pawn, and you allowed him to do
Yeah, yeah.
that. It was so
The
funny.
first game was a throw.
Genuinely, it was a throw
The
because
first
you were
game was a
completely
throw.
winning. If that happened in the like, if you all got to this position with stakes on the line, this would have been such an entertaining. We would have had an Armageddon game. This would have been such an entertaining end to the this thing.
This I decided before. This move I decided before that I'm going to take the knight instead of the black bishop because black bishop इतना threat नहीं है जितना knight परेशान कर रहा था.
हाँ, क्योंकि D3 पे था और सपोर्ट दे रहा था, बाद में वापस C4 पे जंप करके D2 पे थ्रेट देता, मतलब क्योंकि मेरा D.
So here I should have here instead of pushing the pawn I should have played either b3 from one of the rooks. I would have played the b rook itself to b3.
Yes.
Then that bishop would be protected. That was a blunder I made here.
Very good play
Great
from both.
games कैप्टन. अभी जय गोलम ने अगर शायद वो ड्रॉ कर दिया होता और
तो
अगर ये
मतलब-
दो गेम स्वराज जीत होता तो अभी टाई होता.
सच में पूरा ड्रामा होगा टाई ब्रेक मैच
हाँ.
के लिए. मतलब हाई
पूरा ड्रामा हो जाता था.
It really like this
Both
whole
the teams
tournament.
would be locked in at 16.
Yeah, like it would really have come down to like the final nail biting second. Yeah, I think I need to give a shout out to both captains here.
What
To
if?
Sagar
What if?
Tanna and to Swaraj Pai here. Both the captains just gave us a very wonderful, entertaining performance. Not only them, their whole team, all of their players, they just did a very wonderful job. I hope everyone in the chat, everyone at Chess Nexus has had a really good time. And congratulations to the Ocean 6 for their victory here. And a happy 3-year anniversary to the Chess Nexus, guys. Checkmate your limits. I think we can call it here. My back is really hurting from all the commentating. I have been your host, Clive Lobo, and I hope you all have had a good time. Yep. I think we can call it here.